1 2 3 1 2 3 3 2 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 2 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 2 1. Just make sure it's all running fine. Damn it, why am I struggling with this? I forgot to turn that on. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're gonna be doing some Fire Emblem Three Hopes today. Gonna be starting up a new save file with. We're going blue lines. I'm just not gonna. You see the title. Quick little thing. I am not that knowledgeable about Fire Emblem. God, I really hope it's. My experience comes from this game and Fire Emblem Warriors 1. I don't play Fire Emblem. I got this because it was a Dynasty Warriors game. That was... I'm gonna be honest with you on that. I have played all three of the routes so far, so I am aware of how this game kind of works. I'm not great at it, but we're gonna try. I'm not a coward, and I'm not a coward. We're doing this on Classic with Hard. No, I'm not gonna allow anybody to die. What are you gonna do about it? We're gonna fish it because I just don't want to see cutscenes. The level up windows are just annoying to sit through. Wait, was that Edelgard's axe, or was that Hilda's? I thought Edelgard's axe didn't exist yet. Oh, yeah. Hold up, oh, yeah, there's nothing to be playing. Man, I thought I just went... I just checked all this. But every time. Let's try this. Okay, there it goes. Sorry about that. Now back to the movie.
All this bloodshed. Will it never come to an end?
Yeah, probably not. We got about 100 hours of video game left to go through. This guy compared to everyone else who looks like a person. Even the dragons look more like people than that guy does.
Saros!
Which is weird, because I think he's just an Argarthan, and the Argarthans, at worst, are just kind of pale. And Talus.
Hello? Where is that freeloader, huh?
Is this supposed to be a voice line there?
I know you're napping around here somewhere.
Didn't hear anything on my end.
On your feet and back to work already, yeah?
And now it's playing. That's odd.
Finally. Come on, sunshine.
Oh,
Up and
that's-
at 'em.
I am a man. Yeah, guys, I'm not a big fan of the female Shez look. It doesn't hit me as mercenary. I prefer it when they have the full armor on. She's got a skirt.
Hey, get up already.
It's really odd.
Sorry. What's going on?
What's going on? Did your head spring a leak?
It's me,
while
your
you were
childhood
napping?
best friend.
Better see if you can even remember
With a
your
generic
name.
design, I'll clearly be important for the rest of the story. We're going with Shez. I'm just going default name. I'm boring.
Looks like there's hope for you yet.
With feign
Back off, you
indignance.
sack of guts. I'm just resting up for the battle.
Yeah, well, the battle's on
I
our
have to put on a
doorstep,
front. I get
so
nervous
you're lucky
easily.
I like you enough to wake you. You heard who we're up against, yeah? Geralt's mercenaries. Gonna be one hell of a fight if true, especially if the Ashen Demon is here. Don't like a smidge of what I've heard about that fella. Or was it a woman?
Especially if
Leave it to
the
you to
insert
fumble
name
the
here
details.
is there.
Did you even catch this Ashen Demon's name?
Of course I did. It was... by the goddess, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Same logic. I prefer male Byleth over female Byleth. Because, again, I get more of mercenary from this than whatever she's wearing. I just think it looks it fits more with what you'd expect. And again, just going default name, because why wouldn't I?
Yeah, that's it.
Demon or no demon, our job is to fight
Who?
and win.
What? I didn't say anything.
You sound just like the captain. I know they paid up front, but come on.
Well, at least one of you has some courage. You've certainly
you got a
come
name,
long
you
way
exist.
since I plucked you from that mountain village. But this battle is about more than just victory. Gerald's team has a sterling reputation. Rumor has it they've never blundered even a single job. But once we put them to rout, we'll finally be the greatest mercenaries in all of Leicester.
What about Folded as a whole?
Enemy activity detected, Captain.
I mean, I guess for one country, that's not bad,
Looks
but I'm
like
just
we'll
saying.
be fighting by moonlight. Mind you don't kill each other in the dark.
No promises.
Wasn't expecting a fight so soon, but I guess there's nothing for it. You ready?
Which looks percent I wish to remove tension.
When this is over, we'll all greet the new dawn together.
You sure are a
Oddly
cocky
philosophical,
little
but
thing.
alright.
But yeah, all right. I'll be there.
All right, let's get down to business. We're up against Gerald's mercenaries.
I really like Dynasty Warriors games. Did I turn those off? Am I crazy? Off. I want those off. These are fun. Those are fun.
Let's move out.
Drive them straight into their graves!
Time to see what you're made of.
This boss in Myrmidon kind of plays a little bit like Link did in Hyrule Warriors, so I get that bit of experience.
Guess this means I can mess with them a little.
With a big swipe to it. I only just figured out you can press X again to do the spin after your combo string. So I went through the entirety of about all three routes not knowing you could do this.
Guess
Man,
that's
this has changed a lot with your swords, the sword classes.
I eat steak tougher than this. Hey, you! Clear out that group over there.
Let's do this!
So there are perfect dodges and perfect blocks. They do something else, but it's not available yet. Oh, we have some combat arts now. Yeah, the actual difficulty selection doesn't kick in until a good bit. So the tutorial sections are going to be pretty slow.
Take out the stronghold over this way, yeah? You get the one over there.
Can't wait to wrap this up so we can all drown ourselves in ale.
That's it.
Capture complete.
The captain ran off ahead of us. She gonna be okay?
Keep your eyes open. We still don't know if the Ashen Demon is here.
Future guard breaks. So that, yeah, the purple gems just kind of give you back weapon durability for your combat arts. There's not much to talk about in this. We're still in the boring part.
Now push! Push the
That's
enemy
right at the
back!
start.
About time a foe
I have no
with some teeth
personality.
showed
What am I
up.
supposed to do?
But they still don't stand a chance against Burling's mercenaries. Now, isn't this the sight? You must be the infamous Ashen Demon. I can't wait to tear you apart.
This'll be the end of the Ashen Demon. No one can beat the captain.
The captain is unbeatable. She's never lost before. It'll never happen. Oh, crap.
They took
She's
out
dead.
Leslie like she was nothing. There's so many of them. Only one thing to do about that.
Big group for mercenaries.
I
They're
can't
gonna
believe
rush their
I'm
groups
losing to
usually.
some damn kid.
Captain Berlin's in trouble. Have to
Timing.
reach him before it's too late.
Oh, she's dead.
No. Just when my dream was finally in sight. You monster.
Oh.
The captain's dead. What are we gonna do now?
Keep stabbing, I guess. I do like Violet's theme in this game. It's pretty good. Music as a whole in this game is just really good.
Stand down or die. We're gonna stand, we're gonna fight, and we're gonna avenge the captain.
I ain't losing. His health bar is going down. That means I can win.
Why am I so stupid?
Oh no!
It's just one merc.
God, thanks, guard. I actually did perfect guard too. You can hear the sound of it. It just didn't matter. Oh, he's dead. No, my best friend.
This can't be
I'll
happening.
forever remember you. Was it Gary? Ah, I got a critical. You're doomed. I have colored hair, therefore I'm important. Oh god. It trips you. Ah, cutscene damage. It's cheating.
I have to keep fighting.
Perish with you. Huh? The cycle of this world. I will not allow it to perish with you.
This is gonna end. Oh, never mind, I'm good. I'm going Super Saiyan. I got the gold ore and everything. Oddly enough, that second sword I'm holding never gets to be an equipable weapon, which is odd.
Where did you get that power?
But I'm working with it.
No idea. But it's just what I need to bring you down.
Good work. He's got a crest, that's not fair.
We're here to help.
Oh, you're in permanent awakening, so it always damages their weak point gauge. Now we got a unique class for Shez.
Interesting.
It's like Fluigel. I'm not gonna pronounce it. Someone have the class action for that.
That's enough. We did what we came for. Everyone,
I'm not done yet.
fall back.
What?
I'm winning.
Sorry.
My health is higher than yours. I win by default.
Hey, wait.
Why? We've achieved our goal. Your job was to stop us, and you failed.
Damn.
Another time, perhaps.
Hey.
He just walks
we're not
off.
done here. Wait. Why am I so tired?
Yeah, it's probably from all the stabbing. Oh, okay, it's nap time.
Where am I?
In a Persona location?
You're awake. Not sure I would have been able to sleep at night with your blood on my hands.
You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? That's an albino.
Am I dead?
Only technically.
Not yet. And you're not a good listener either. Did I not just say how pleased I am that you're still alive? Regardless, I'm a being who exists on the edge of dreams and reality. You may call me Arval.
Arval, huh?
But for now, let me speak plain. You are slated to die. Right now, I'm the only thing holding your
You
meager
are
life
bleeding
together.
out, my friend.
And to be blunt, it's beginning to tire me.
Thank you?
Please don't stop doing that.
Oh.
I like living.
Oh, my. That's the first time anyone has ever shown me gratitude.
My first
I
interaction.
must say, I like it very much. Hear me well. You are a crucial piece of this world's cyclical... No, this will never do. You're far too groggy to absorb what I'm saying.
Probably because of the blood loss.
For now, I needn't tell you how you'll get back on your feet. I need only convince you that you will.
I
Thought
don't
I was dying.
understand. I'm already up and about.
Ah, perhaps here you are, but not in reality where it counts. Your cluelessness is actually quite charming. I think you're starting to grow on me. Still, the important thing is what you do after you wake.
I don't know, stab people.
And what should that be?
Kind of what I usually do.
Recall, please, how the Ashen Demon bested you. Came within an inch of snuffing out your life. If you attempt the fight again the same way, you will reach the same conclusion.
Bet.
This would force me to step in once more, which would be most annoying and also rather counterproductive, if I'm honest.
I need more
And
power.
I'll get stronger. The man I am now will seem like a little kid in comparison. And one day, I will surpass the Ashen Demon. I swear it.
Indeed.
My captain and comrades are dead. The company is finished.
Guess I don't have a job.
So, there's only one thing I can do. Start over.
Huh. I thought you to be more sentimental. Did they not take you in? Care for you?
Eh.
Gold's the only thing that ever held us together, and death is something we're all too used to. I never knew my real parents, and I lost the mother who raised me. Partings just come easy to me, I guess.
Jesus, man, you're kind of trauma dumping a lot on
Best way
this
to
all of a
honor
sudden.
my fallen comrades is by training hard and growing even stronger.
He does this in
Then I'll
every time he
crush
meets
Gerald's
anybody. It's the
mercenaries
first
and
thing
the
he brings
Ashen
up.
Demon with them.
He's not good at
That's what
social
I'm going to live
interactions.
for now.
Oh, but I like your spirit. Though I expected no less from my partner in destiny.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, I suppose that was a bit sudden. I should remember, take intimacy in smaller steps.
I have a name.
The point is that I'm here to guide you, and I promise
I mean, no one's ever to
to
say
help
it
you
because
find
it's
the
an
strength to
insert
see
name
your
here, but
dreams
I have a name.
realized.
God, I hate the fill your own name in, because you know full well that means no one's ever going to call them that. And I don't like that. I prefer just a default name at that point, because it's annoying.
Prologue. A chance encounter.
It makes every conversation they're in feel awkward. Because they have to bend
The
over
continent
backwards
of
so
Bodlin,
hard to
said
not
to be
say their
protected
name.
by a goddess, has existed for uncountable ages. Now,
And in a game like
3
Fire
ruling
Emblem, which has
powers
a
control
lot of
the land.
dialogue, that's
To the south
really
is a
annoying.
region held for more than 1,000 years by the Adrestian Empire. To the north is the Holy Kingdom of Fargus,
Fargus for life.
ruled by the royal family and its knights. And to the east, a league of nobles that bends no knee rules the Lester Alliance.
The other guys.
In war, these three powers now exist in relative harmony.
Lester really is the most boring one.
Nestled between them is Garreg Mach Monastery, seat of the Church of Seros, the land's widely practiced faith, and a power that helps to maintain peace across the continent.
There's a big chunk for one
Not
monastery.
far from the monastery, at the northern edge of the Empire, is a small village called Ramire, and west of this place stretches a forest where a lone mercenary awaits.
Thanks, narrator Gerald. It's
Hey,
already been
wake
6
up.
months.
How many times must we do this? Get up already!
You don't tell me what to do. My legs, my rules.
That's weird. I could have sworn I heard someone calling me. It's still dark out though.
Hello? Yes, I was calling you. Many
It's
times,
6
I might
months.
add.
I feel like you've caught on at this point.
Come on, I told you not to sneak up on me like that.
He's in your head.
As if I have a choice. Do you know how many times you would have died by now if not for me? I'll tell you. 22. The 3 times you leapt off a cliff to quote-unquote get tougher saved you. Those 5 mad attempts to dispatch a horde of monsters by yourself saved you.
Still won, though.
And tonight, despite my repeated warnings, you took the wrong path and ended up having to sleep on a bed of leaves in the middle of the woods.
Hey,
Defend myself.
you could at
Double
least let
down.
me pick my own directions. Though I admit, I might have taken a wrong turn.
My legs,
Finally,
my
some
rules.
Humility. That's almost reassuring. I was starting to think you were incapable of self-reflection. At any rate, we all make a few mistakes along the way. And by we, I mean you. And by a few, I mean far,
22
far
near
more
deaths
than
over 6
average.
months. I say that's pretty good. Higher than normal.
Now then, with that out of the way,
Usually be in the
would you
30s
like
by this
to know
point.
why I've roused you from your mud-caked slumber? Actually, it's probably easier to show rather than tell at this point. Look over there, if you would.
Stop plowing ahead,
Look at those 3
Claude.
main characters.
You're going to get us lost.
Lost schmost. We've got it on Imperial authority that this is the way to the village.
True, I said there was a village, but how could anyone know where it is in the thick of these mountains? I can't even say for certain where we are in all this gloom.
We're in a forest.
Okay, new plan. I'll rely on my keen senses to navigate. Lucky for you, they're sharp as an arrow.
Hold, both of you. Someone's here. Another bandit, perhaps?
They're mistaking you for some common backwater thief. What cheek.
Hold on there. I'm no bandit. I'm a mercenary.
A mercenary who's
Well,
very
that makes
poor and
everything better.
very hungry right now.
A bandit would be far less out of place in these woods than a sellsword. What brings you here?
Wandering.
We've no time
What do you think
for
mercenaries do?
interrogation. Our pursuers are closing in.
They have to get from place
I
to
don't know
place.
who
How do you think they're gonna
people
do
are
that?
Or what you want, but I think introductions can wait. You clearly need every blade you can find, and my pockets have been feeling awfully light lately. What do you say?
Well, since you're here, do you mind stepping in and helping us
I can
chase
teleport
off
now.
these scary bandits?
Don't worry about payment. You'll receive plenty of coin. If we survive.
Yeah, if you hit them enough times, it'll cause their, I guess, a break. The stun gauge to appear. Fluggle. Unique ability. 3 types of unique abilities. Action, support, tactical. You can check that to see what they do. There are a lot. There's a lot of them. I don't know what most of them do. Hey, it's me.
There they are! Kill them all!
Defeat Angry Red-Nosed Man.
For them now, are ya? Then you can die with your new friends!
I just met them.
I'll deal with things here.
I can take him.
Watch this!
Or not.
Let me show you a trick for dealing with heavily defended enemies.
As well as hacking them.
Still in the fight.
And that's how it's done.
Yeah, the fire part is an Aelgard specific thing. So other axe builders can't do that. Some characters have like elements they just naturally have.
Well, I suppose my turn has arrived.
Yes, maybe him. You're not playing his best character.
I
Done.
won't allow anyone to stop me.
I tried to figure it.
You're making me feel bad for the enemy, Dimitri.
That was rude. We're gonna start a 5-year-long war over that comment.
Apologies, but it was you or me.
Just who are these people anyway? All three of them have crests.
Sounds like I don't know who that is.
What's wrong with you? They're just a bunch of
I turned those off.
Stop
There's an
embarrassing
icon still down
yourself
there.
and stand your ground already!
Ah, whatever.
Is it clock time? I think
Oh,
it's
how'd
clock
they hit me?
time. No problem, I got it.
Sometimes when I
I'm
switch
a
characters, I get
master
so
of strategy,
disoriented.
but I'm not really used to being on the front lines. You have a thing for bleeding, Dimitri? Heal
Ow.
up already.
Very sharp, Cloud. As you
Vulnerabilities are just healing items.
Hey, got lucky there. Well, lucky for me, I guess. Not so much for you.
Bandits have a firm hold on the central run. It would be wise to move through the forest and take down the strongholds as we go.
Try and keep an eye on who we're fighting, and make sure we've got the right person leading the charge at the right time.
Tell me what to do. I'll play as Dimitri if I want to play as Dimitri. We're still in tutorial land.
We will proceed as planned.
We must strive to
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Let's try this. Let's see. Take a breather.
And Rebecca says, I don't know where I am.
All right, take it down.
shoddy defenses. We'll be done before we know it if they're all like this.
We managed
They're
to contain
expanded,
things
to be
here.
fair. I guess you can't expect too much from them.
Position secure.
Violent base breaking.
To unravel their defenses? Enough of this strategy nonsense! Get out there and tear them all to pieces!
Okay,
I see more
how
life
many thugs
bars.
does this guy have working for him anyway?
We will proceed.
Here I go. No mistake. They.
My boy, Alois. I'm so upset he's not playing in this game.
Foul bandits. The Knights of Ceros
He's
are here.
using a pretty
and we'll
crappy
cut
axe
you
for a
down
knight.
For terrorizing our students.
Why was he not playable in this? I absolutely would be using him.
The knights have arrived.
Take this, Knights of Ceros! Not now!
Those
If I don't
losers.
kill at least one of them, brats, I'm finished!
Watch out! They're gonna make a last-ditch effort to rush our position.
Oh, I've already got enough of the S rank. I guess it can't be that surprised. It's the first kind of blue stage. We're still in the hard tutorial land, though.
I've got
Don't expect me to be using that a lot.
Bandits. Quickly now.
This is
Yeah, I'm
where
not done
you
killing
die,
yet.
Dogs.
Do you feel that power? Maybe you can channel it like you did in the other battle.
I'm not done yet.
I feel power surging through me. The time has come
Go,
to
boys.
use it.
Appears like it's less strong. Now let's do some real damage.
The Mr. causes lightning bolts to hit the enemy after he combos them. It's sucked up into it.
Learn how tough a bandit can really be.
We cannot allow ourselves to perish here. I'm afraid we must spare no mercy for you.
Stop jumping around and face me already.
No.
Yeah, it's usually standard practice to dodge the guy who's trying to kill you.
Never should have taken this job.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to say that when you're dying.
Is it over?
I did it, I'm the best. Yeah, there's rewards for every S-rank stages. MVPs get more experience.
Gotta keep.
Really just play as the character and that's it. See, it's kind of good to spam your combat arts because that gets you more experience faster. It makes leveling them up a lot easier. And class experience is pretty self-explanatory. You rank up your classes, you get more abilities. God, most of this we can't use yet. You also get double the money if you S-rank the stage, which is very nice. I'm going to be trying for S-ranks as much as I can. There are some stages where there's no way in hell I'm S-ranking this on the first run through.
And the heir to the Alliance?
I'll have to come back and try it again to get the S-rank.
And as the three of us are now in your debt, I think formal introductions are in order. My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg, Princess of the Adrestian Empire.
I am
Do
Dmitri
emperors have-
Alexandra Blathed, Crown Prince.
If you're an
of the Holy
emperor, do you have
Kingdom
like
of
a princess
Faris.
or a prince? This is like a different title.
And I'm Claude von Regan, grandson of the
I
leader
mean,
of the
I guess they would know
Western
more than I
Alliance.
do, but...
Things
So-
looked grim there for a moment.
Actually, don't know.
Thanks to you, we put those bandits to flight.
Bit of a miracle we ran into you out there, but hey, I'll take it.
Boast, play it cool. Play it cool.
I'm sure the three of you could have handled the situation just fine without me.
I have to make a good impression.
No need for false humility. We'd likely have perished if not for your help.
Well, aren't they an unlikely trio? I wonder why those bandits were after them. Still, it's no concern of ours. We have
They're
our own
bandits,
plans
they have
to
money.
attend to. Now, collect your pay and be off before they get a wild idea and ask you to join them.
Say, while I have you here, do you know where I can find Ramire Village? I took a wrong turn somewhere along the way.
I don't know how to read a map.
I'm looking for a band of hardened mercenaries who follow a man named Gerald.
For no particular
Hear rumors
reason.
that's
Don't
where
ask
they camped.
questions.
Actually, Ramire might just be the village we've been looking for, too. That ring a bell, Edelgard? I don't remember hearing anything about mercs, but
The name sounds correct, at least.
Gerald's too smart to get smoked out by a bunch of rumors, but they're all I've got at the moment.
I've basically just been flailing my limbs around
In
the
any
past 6
case,
months.
we won't find our own 2 feet in all this dark. We should return to camp and get our bearings before...
Hello there, house leaders. Hello, brave mercenary. We've mopped up what's left of
The
those
man himself
rascals,
is here.
So what say we return to camp? And I insist you accompany us, good mercenary.
Who? Me?
you heard the man. We'll wait out the night together and make for the village in the morning. It's a great plan, especially if you want to get paid, as we're a tiny bit short on pocket change at the moment.
Yes. And those mercenaries you're looking for? Gerald's band, was it? They may be in Ramire village tonight, but there's no telling when they'll move on. If you come back to our camp, we have maps that may help you get one step ahead of them.
This is clearly the wisest course of action.
Wouldn't it make more
Not
sense to be
mention that I
moving
would
now if they
enjoy
could potentially
conversing with you
leave at
further.
night? Or at least in the morning?
But of course, the choice is yours.
I like the blonde guy.
Why can't things ever be simple?
All right, no, but just for the night.
Perfect. Then might I borrow you for a moment after we reach camp? There's a matter we must speak about. Nothing alarming, I promise you.
Right then, so off we go?
But, if I may, did I hear you mention a Gerald earlier?
No.
Yes, do you know him? He heads up a pretty elite band of mercenaries, so I imagine his name is spread all over Fodlan by now.
Mercenaries, is it? No. No, it can't be him.
Gerald.
Can it?
Nah.
I'll just have
Can't
to
be a
meet this
coincidence.
Gerald myself. After I've seen my duties through, of course.
How would you not have known he
After all,
started up a band
if
of
I don't
mercenaries? I
finish
feel
my
like that would
assigned
have caught wind
tasks,
pretty fast.
I'm mission the point.
Laugh.
Get it? Missing? Mission? Come now, this is good stuff.
I agree.
That's our Alois. Come on, let's get moving before he really gets going.
Just pumps in the studio laugh track. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, there's someone behind us.
Hey!
She's behind me! Class heads ran off, people were shouting orders, it was a mess. Oh. Hey, that was rude. I called the Knights on you, how would you like it?
Greetings.
I always told me all about what happened. Thank you for assisting the class heads. If anything happened to the students, we all would have paid heartache and
By
worse.
the way,
I'd be out of a job. I was at the previous team when a student who returned home from the academy went missing, and, I'm rambling. What's a kidnapping or a murder?
Hey!
Has no business of mine. I seem you're familiar with the Officers' Academy on the grounds of Garrick Mock Monastery, yes?
If I'm honest,
The young people you assisted earlier are the heads of the Academy of Three Houses. But you'll find other students, teachers, and youth members of the Knights of Saros here at this camp. Every year calls in the middle of an annual outdoor activity, carried out at the beginning of the Academy school year.
That's concerning.
But the situation became quite the mess when that band of brigands attacked us. What does brigands actually mean? I don't know what the definition of that word is. I wish we could chat at length. It seems the three class heads wish to
what
speak
say
with you.
you?
Also, alas, I cannot keep you all to myself. It's a great opportunity for you to bond with your rescues.
Let's see.
Speak to three house heads.
Oh, hey!
That's the work that helped out Claude and the others.
So,
I was going to become a mercenary myself, so I enrolled in the Officers' Academy. Ran her parade, ruined her day.
Meh.
Sheriff's line of work ain't easy. I only got into it because I had no other choice.
I'll
The
do
risks and I
it.
accept them. I'm going to work myself to the bone so I can be as strong as the captain someday.
Ah, it is you.
I am to be the famed mercenary of the woods who stepped in unbidden to aid Claude. As the noble representative of the Luster Alliance, I must offer you my thanks. Meh. Whatever you say, pal. See you around.
If I may.
Was not expecting that blunt. Wait just a moment. If you're indeed a mercenary, you should hope to gain influence with me. Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. Yeah, mayonnaise.
Hello?
You were talking about Shez, was it? Did the curse favor children of nobility and pursue some nefarious aim, are you? Defend my stance. Not to saw folks in trouble, help them out. Even though they were noble till afterward. See, do you think our mercenary friend is someone worthy of trust, Marianne?
I'm busy.
By the way, we need to be going. We're busy.
Okay, I found this on the web for do you think I'm...
My phone just kind of kicked on its own. That was weird. This wasn't very loud.
Oh, hey.
Hey, that mercenary helped Claude out that little jam.
Huh.
I heard you're super strong, so I was kind of picturing you as one of those huge bodybuilders or something. Keep it business. Sorry, what you see is what you get.
What?
Oof, ice cold. You know how much of a pain I am, right? Ah, come on, I was joking.
Thanks.
Checking up myself. Thanks for helping Claude out. He's ignoring you. Why do you have no eyebrows? Hey, you're a new face. Are you a student from one of the other houses? Guy who's in armor? You must be the mercenary we've been hearing so much about. What was your name again? Keep it hush hush. I'm telling you. It's not important. Who else are you guys with? The Claude's house, the Golden Deer. We're just regular old common folk. The nature of Leicester, we have more students in the commoner class than the other houses. How's your commoner yourself, while being a mercenary and all? Is that an insult? I feel like that was an insult.
Well met.
You know, 3 houses at the Officers Academy? Well, the asks seem a little bit dense. Wow! Anyway, you got the Black Eagle House, which is home to folks in the Etruscan Empire. There's the Blue Alliance House, made of individuals from Fargus.
What are your thoughts?
Finally, there's the Golden Deer House, which is the people from the Leicester ones. We don't really care about them.
Thanks.
Hey, friend, I appreciate what you did back there. We've been in a world of hurt without you. Well, regarding compensation, Aloise told me not to pay you personally. God, this is really long. I guess they want to handle it as a church thing? Sorry about that. Yeah, it's fine. As long as I get paid, I don't care. Definitely mercenary, alright.
Speaking of
which, you talk to the other here,
how's that?
the other here at camp. Tell a little bit about the students in my Golden Deer House. I am not reading all that. I draw the line there.
Look who has arrived.
Well, the mercenary who cut down the leader of those thieves. Actually, that was Dimitri. I must say, that was quite a capable display you put on back there, when I couldn't see. I'm Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate scion of the Eyre... Is it Eyre or Eiger? I think it's Eiger. The Eiger family, the foremost house of the Empire. Play along. I think I've heard of you. One of the Empire's big movers, right? You think you have heard of us? Why, I never. Now see here, my sellsword friend. We are House Eiger, proud of the eagles of the Empire. He's gonna keep going this for a while. Clearly I must work harder as a beacon to the common folks. They might cry the name of my family from one end of the continent to the other. Leonard, wake up. Hey, get your tired. We're leaving the crack of dawn, remember? Man, attack stole my chance for sleeves. I must... Oh, who are you? Too vague. I don't know nobody, really. Just passing traveler who got sucked in that whole bandit fight back there.
Well.
Indeed, I'm Linhardt. It's just about time for me to go to sleep.
Hello there.
We already talked about this. You can't sleep when we're going back to the Garrick Mock soon.
How may I help you?
Thank you for cooperating with the heads of 3 houses. Some of the class heads served as decoys to draw out most of the thieves before finding an opportunity to flee. Thanks to that, the others managed to hold fast with only light injuries. Still, it would have been tragic had any of the heads been seriously injured, or worse. I'm grateful for all your help. Hello, inexplicably evil man. This man is 18. He looks older than I do, and I'm in my mid-20s. Ah yes, you are the mercenary we happened across.
My thanks.
Well, I harbor some reservations about you. The fact remains that you assisted Lady Edelgard. For that I offer my gratitude. I'm sure roll with it. Happy to help, although I wouldn't mind some details about the whole reservations part. My thoughts are mine alone. You need not concern yourself with the matter. Rude.
Hello.
It was been the mercenary 80 told us about. I'm Dorothea. You heard about the Officers Academy, right? Pretty much all this year's students from Black Eagle houses are here at the moment. Well, except for Bernadetta, which is typical. She stayed behind because she was terrified of the idea we might be attacked in the woods. Although she ended up being right. I didn't mean to ramble. Has anyone ever told you you're surprisingly easy to talk to? I didn't say anything.
Please be listening. Listen.
Just kind of took over the conversation. That was actually quite rude. You know, I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind. Walks back over. I'm called Petra. I'm finding it to be quite fascinating. Change the subject. Words of water? I'm still trying to master this feature for them. I didn't even say anything! But your words are fine. Just didn't quite know what you were getting at, is all. Raising it out from Poland. Also, I'm a huge fan of the mark on your face. Should have get that one out there. More on Bridget. This marking is for the protection of the spirits.
Thank you.
Ah, there you are. Thank you for assistance in the previous battle. I'd like to discuss your future if you have a moment. What? Find yourself another place to go after we accomplish our objective. I'm hoping that I hire you on with the Empire. You promise you'll be handsomely paid. I'm in, including the work you did today. So, what say you? Why do you want to hire me? I usually hired to serve people quite so high up the food chain. Why special attention? About your talent, now that I've had the ability to see it firsthand.
On another matter.
By the way, have you spoken to the others here, Camp? I'd like to tell you a little bit about the... Yeah. I'm not... No, those are actually really long.
A moment of your time. Quite.
I'm Hanamon, a professor at the Officers Academy. I read tales of your recent exploits and wish to express my thanks. Why on another matter? Do you possess a crest? What's a crest? Because it's a magic noble thing, right?
All in all...
Listen well now, crests are a power that dwells in the blood, passed down from generation of parent to child. Those are crests may excel at magic, or perhaps have the ability to wield powerful weapons known as heroes' relics. When I heard about what you did, I thought perhaps you were in possession of one. Seeing your reaction, I imagine you never looked into the matter. If you were to come to my residence in the monastery, I could take the time to conduct a full investigation if you like. Hanamon is also not playable in this game, and I'm upset by that. I felt so many people today that I never want to look at a bandage again. I need a drink. Oh, who do we have here? No, I don't say. Let me guess.
Got it.
You're a brave vagabond knight who appeared to boldly protect me from those brigands earlier. Roll with it. Nah.
What?
No. I see. In that case, I am Manuela, a woman of many faces. Teacher, doctor, songstress. I worked myself to the very bone lately, so I want a lot of alcohol. Who else there? Is that my boy?
Hey
It is! Hello, Ash. Must be that mercenary I've been hearing about. I'm Ash. I'm a student at Garreg Mach's Officers Academy. Do you know about the Academy? You see, there are 3 houses, each based on where a person's from. God, I've heard this so many freaking times. At this point, yes, I've heard of it. One of the employees a little ways back couldn't shut up about how he'd gone to the place. Dumbass. Stop talking. I can see that. Lots of influential nobles and royals from all over study the Academy. I actually find it pretty daunting to always be surrounded by the rich and powerful. As long as you talk to someone like you.
Ah, it's you.
You're that new merc, right, Ches? The boar says you had some skill. Thought to give me a demonstration before we head out. Who? No, man, I hear stabbing? I would like to fight. Healing, clear some time before sunrise. Looking forward to it.
It's you!
We've had these kinds of outdoor activities countless times, but I've never seen anything like this happen. I find that hard to believe. Plus, we've got 3 high-ranking noble children here, so the guard was more than double that of a usual year. I think they were nearly killed by some pack of base brigands. It's a real mess, no mistake. I had to find a way to cover this up. Look, we were both here. This never happened. You're not gatekeeper. Who is this man?
What
This
did you
imposter.
mean?
They've been talking me going on this trip. It'll be fun, they said. Nothing ever happens. And then, bam! Disaster and danger everywhere. I was gonna die out there. We were a spear that anything got within range. Then some girl from the office academy showed up and led me to safety. The key these days are graceful and strong. I don't think use punks from my day. Dumbasses.
Thanks.
Hello, friend. You're the one who helped to meet you, right? Well, we all owe you for that. So if you need a meal, it's on me.
I appreciate it.
I'm here for those as well. I'd offer my thanks for the meal too, but I heard you'll be leaving.
Can we
leaving
speak
shortly.
a moment?
Oh, I don't believe I got your name. Give your name. Team Ches, keep it in mind. In case you ever need a heavy hitter. I'll do just that. While it's unfortunate we're parting ways here, so we may have a chance to meet again in the future.
Not good.
Shame we don't have the time to get to know each other a little bit better, though. God, there's so much dialogue. It's starting to hurt my throat.
My thanks.
You assist His Highness and have my gratitude. I will see this debt repaid. Crack a joke.
Right on.
He liked it! Okay, so you can be back with Rob's bar. See what you made of. As you wish.
I see.
To be honest, I'd like to treat you to a meal. You lack the time. I'm getting 3 free meals? Hell yeah.
Heya!
Look at that mercenary. It's great to meet you. I'm Annette. This is my best friend Mercedes.
Hello there.
Let's make your acquaintance. Have you ever spoken with the others? At this point, yes, actually I have. Listen, yeah, you got a real cast of characters here.
The thing is...
Nothing someone a go-getter.
That's right.
I haven't even talked to everyone yet. That's because we only started the Officers Academy. Probably know them better than we do. God, there's so much talking.
You have my thanks.
Let me begin by first conveying my gratitude to you, Ches. You're in your debt.
Speaking of which...
And I examined a map earlier. The village where you are headed seems to be a little more to the east. Oh, east? I thought it said west.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. I checked the map earlier, but couldn't tell where in the woods I actually was. That's fair. I can't read a map either. Well, I'm glad I could be of service. I hope you're able to reach your destination this time.
By the way,
Staying until sunrise, yes? I hope you'll take the opportunity to converse with the others here. Of course, now that I've sprung the idea on you so suddenly, likely find yourself at a loss as to whom you ought to speak to.
how about this?
On that note, I'd be more than happy to give you an introduction to any Blue Lion's house student. Like, look at this.
Dedu
Seriously.
hails from the land of Dusker. Perhaps you've heard of it. He tends to keep to himself, but he possesses one of the kindest hearts of anyone I know. I'm proud to call him my
He's also 18.
vassal. Speak to him, and you'll see why.
There's a lot of these, man. I'm not sitting through all that. God, I hope this voice acting doesn't have to talk for a minute.
I see.
Oh, Chaz, have you spoken with the house leaders yet?
That's concerning.
What, you're leaving? But that won't do.
If I'm honest.
Actually, I was going to ask you something. Would you hear me out? Yeah, why not?
My sincere apologies for asking this.
Get drinking on.
I know you're heading for Ramire Village in order to find Gerald's mercenaries, but... well, perhaps you might consider changing your mind and accompanying us to Garreg Mach Monastery instead.
And why would I do that, exactly?
Because you've done us a great service, and we don't have the means in camp to properly reward you. At the monastery, however, we can repay your kindness in full.
What do you mean repay?
Also,
how much pay are we talking
between
about?
me, this evening's turn of events was quite the embarrassment for the church. We allowed students of the Officers' Academy out of our sight, and house leaders of great political consequence at that. And then they crossed swords with bandits. If word got out, well,
we need to cover
let's
this
just
up.
say it would sit
You get my
poorly with
meaning?
everyone. So you see why we must ensure you're well compensated. Also, there may be some papers for you to sign, perhaps in blood.
This
do you mean
sounds more like
blood?
hush money than a reward.
No, seriously, what does that actually mean?
That's exactly
written in
what I
blood.
told the fool knight who suggested it. Me, I'd just as soon send you on your way, but I fear I'm obligated to escort you back.
You're gonna kill me?
Anyway, the whole thing will be much easier.
I was thinking it was a
if you
joke
simply
earlier,
agree
now
to
I actually don't
come
know.
along. Just as a formality, of course.
I think that was a threat. And here I thought he was a big softy.
I still like him.
Well, what do you think? Garreg Mach is in the opposite direction of where we need to be, but this man seems rather set on having us accompany them.
I can't say
I
no
guess
to
I'm
that
not opposed to
face.
helping out a little more. I'll come with
Look
you
at
to
that
the
mustache.
monastery,
Could you turn down that
but I'm not
mustache?
staying a single minute longer than I have to.
Bless you, my friend. What a noble soul you are. I'd say you saved my bacon, but that would be utterly hammy.
Damn it, I wish... Damn it, I should have set up a soundboard with the laugh track. That would have been perfect.
Alois, has anyone ever told you that you're...
Master of Comedy? Yes.
Don't. Some truths are simply too painful to bear. While I'm no expert, I fear the poor man's heart couldn't handle the shock.
You underestimate him.
Told me what?
Told you how dashing you are in that armor. Not just any man could pull off that look.
Friendship with Alois is
You
greased.
like it? Wonderful.
Little,
I admit,
little
I've
box is
received
facing
no
at the heart.
small share of positive comments on it. There's a grand story behind every last ding and dent. Enough to keep me talking for a
There
week.
aren't any dinger dents.
Why,
It
take
actually
this
is pretty
one here.
pristine.
We heard you'll be joining us at Garreg Mach. Perhaps somewhat unwillingly, I might add. I know this wasn't in your plans, but if it lets us get to know each other better, perhaps it will prove worth it in the end.
Unwilling or not, we've got a long road ahead, so let's try to
It's
keep
been
the
an
mood
hour
light.
and we're still in the tutorial.
I hesitate to ask this considering you're only here because of us.
I haven't even gotten to pick a house yet.
Well, are you sure about this decision? The last thing we want is to delay you from your own business. The knights may seem unwilling to bend, but it's not as if you have no say in the matter.
I mean, I can just kind of shadow flash away.
Actually,
standing by
I
it.
see this as just another chance to better myself.
You are more gracious than I. But as I see you've made peace with it, I will leave the matter be.
Double down. Regardless of what it is.
Quite enough chatter. Let's save our energy for the road. To the monastery!
Listen, I know this one's on me. I'm the one who roped you into coming back to camp after all. But I'll find a way to make it up to you, I promise.
I don't care about you. Keep hopes grounded.
Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
A skeptic, huh? You know, I may look like a scoundrel, but I happen to be a man of my...
Hey! Hurry up back there or we'll leave you behind!
You know you've had a busy day when you rub shoulders with the heirs to the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance.
I just met these people 20 minutes ago. Lots happened.
I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make of them?
Reflect on Dimitri.
It feels like Dimitri's always checking in on me, every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king. The kind who looks after his people.
What is up with the models in this game and how their eyes just constantly dart around? You ever notice that? Where's the option to reflect on Dimitri again? I don't care about these two.
It seems like Edelgard
Yeah, you
thinks
see
high
that the way
enough
your
of me.
eyes are
She's
just
got
constantly
this
moving
elegant
around?
air
It's
about
so
her,
weird.
But somehow doesn't hold any disdain for mercenaries.
It just seems off, doesn't it? It makes everybody look
Claude's
shifty.
a laid-back kind of guy who doesn't really strike me as noble, and I mean that in a good way. Something tells me he's gonna be easy to work with.
If you picked the golden deer path in this game, you will know that's not at all what happens.
You really are a delight. Have I told you that lately? Still, you'd better pick up the pace before you vex these people any further.
Prologue. 3 houses.
God, we're not even close. I just want to get to the... I want to start my
Deep
house.
in the forest, the mercenary meets a trio of youths, each a student at Garreg Mach's Officers
I
Academy.
gotta remember to constantly
and a leader
tap the
of one of
control
the
stick on my
school's 3
controller.
houses.
Because if I don't, the screen will darken
Striking
because
down
it's
the
not
bandit
receiving any
chief
input
who
from the
attacked the
controller.
students
That's the thing about the
brings
Switch that I
undue attention
hate.
to the mercenary, who soon arrives at the hallowed gates
And I wish
of
I don't know if there's a
Garreg
way to turn that off. I don't think there is. Because again, the cutscenes in this game are really long. So whenever I'm watching them, I usually put the controller down and the screen just goes black. It's a big building.
And with that, may I present the mercenary I spoke of?
The man of the hour.
Greetings. My name is Rhea, and I am the Archbishop of the Church of Seros. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for rescuing our students.
So when do I get the pile of money? Remain
I'm just
humble.
glad I could help.
Such modesty is not required around me. Your actions were truly commendable.
However, the reason we summoned you here was not simply to express our gratitude.
Is it to pay me?
We have a proposal for you. One made on behalf of the church itself.
What kind of proposal?
Someone told you of the Officers Academy here at the monastery, yes?
Yes, repeatedly. Multiple people
We
did.
would have you join this academy as a student.
You what?
Though you are a mercenary, I understand you are not currently beholden to any one particular employer. Also, the students you rescued are close to your own age. Your life could be greatly enriched here.
Or she's heard about our power and wants to keep us on a short leash. And yet
Shut up,
she's
voice in my
taking
head.
it almost as a given that
What
we're
are you talking about?
accept.
Nothing.
It's infuriating.
Now I turn it down.
Sorry, but the world's got other plans for me. I can't afford to stay here forever.
Oh, this would not be forever. You would only be enrolled for 1 year. Bear in mind that the Knights of Seros and many other powerful warriors pass through these gates. Whether you seek to someday become an officer, or simply increase your own strength, this environment will undoubtedly aid in your pursuits.
They've really talked us into a
What's the
corner
actual
here.
education
I
system of
think
the
I
school
see where
like?
this is going.
Is it like a graduation year? You get a degree?
Alright, I'm in.
What do you get from being
Wise
here?
decision. We will do all we can to ensure you do not regret it.
I believe you will go far.
If I may, permit me to tell you a bit more about the school itself.
May I have a sample of your blood? What?
The academy is divided
For science,
into
of
3
course.
houses and draws in the most promising young talents from every corner of Fodlan. Some are noble-born, while others spring from more humble roots. But within these walls, all are treated as equals.
Some just more equal than others.
We ask
Don't
our
talk about the ones in the
prospects to
basement.
spend a year living under the same dormitory roof, so they can challenge each other, work hard, and grow together.
Each of our houses corresponds to one of Fodlan's 3 regions.
I would not be able to stand living in one of those like,
Edelgard leads the
dormitories where
Black
it's just like,
Eagle
here's
House,
20 people
which
in a
is for
room.
students from the Adrestian Empire. Dimitri leads the Blue Lion House,
Just having absolutely
home to students
zero
from the Holy
privacy, that would
Kingdom
drive
of
me
Fargus.
nuts.
And Claude leads the Golden Deer House, for students
I
from
don't
the
like
Leicester
people.
Alliance.
We could select a house for you ourselves, but as all of this was our idea, perhaps we should leave this decision to you. You are something of a special case, after all.
So I can join any house I want?
Yes, you have simply to name it.
There's no contest. This,
So
this
you
is the
wish
correct
to join
house.
Dimitri's Blue Lions. Are you certain?
Absolutely. Nod your
Yep,
assent.
That's the one. I'm sure of it.
I'm picking the correct house.
May you build wonderful and lasting friendships in your new house.
Well then, with that taken care of, it's time to decide which of us will supervise which house.
Yes, it turns
know all
out
the
we
teachers
just
are from
underwent a
Adrestian, now that I think
last-minute
about it.
roster change. I guess you two haven't met.
There could be any
This
from
is
any of the other
Professor
countries.
Yuritsa,
None from
our
Fargus.
weapons instructor.
Hello.
I am 21 years old.
I can already tell I'm gonna learn a lot from you.
Will you now?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa? I thought all the houses were the same to you. Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house, hmm?
That was fast.
I don't care. You decide.
Well,
Man, what a
you'll
voice.
certainly hear no objections from me. Professor Manuela, you and I can take charge of the remaining houses.
What? It's decided already? I was at least expecting a fight. Maybe some hair pulling? And as for you, my mysterious new student, I look forward to getting to know you much, much better throughout the year.
You have any booze?
The gall of these people making decisions for you. It's enough to make one's head spin.
I mean, they did ask.
Right. In any case, I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
I'll inform you of our first mission soon.
Sorry, what mission?
Oh, did we fail to mention that?
Yes.
Each month, every house in the Academy is given a mission entailing some form of service to the Church.
We like to put these children in danger on a monthly basis. Just to see if they'll be okay. God, what a terrible idea, given that you have a lot of important people in this house.
Professor Yuritsa told me the good news.
Could you
Welcome
imagine if
to
one
the
of them
Blue
just
Lion
freaking
House.
dies?
I'm excited for us to learn and grow
This
together.
had to have happened before,
But
right?
for now,
There's no way it
please,
hasn't.
Make yourself at home.
Our whole house has been buzzing since we heard you were getting assigned here. So, we're going to treat you to a welcome feast tonight. Assuming you're okay with the fancy offerings at the dining hall, that is.
I heard food, I'm in.
You saved His Highness's life. That means the whole kingdom owes you one. And I can't think of a better way to get to know each other than gathering around the table for a meal.
Enough chatter. You're a mercenary, right? How's your swordsmanship? You must have some skill if the boar here gave you passing marks. But I won't know for sure until we cross blades at the training grounds.
Deal.
I'll see you there, before dinner.
That's no way to talk, Felix. You are being rude. Still, I must admit I'm curious as well. Rumor has it you're quite the exceptional fighter.
I'm happy to spar with any of you. Frankly, this brings me right back to my old merc buddies.
Trade blows
He looks
if you
like a
must,
goober in that
but
uniform.
please
I don't
try
like
not
it.
to injure each other.
The training grounds can be a little tough to find. Oh, why don't I show you the way later? Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. One wrong turn and you're up in the library staring down the tallest stack of books you've ever seen.
Yes, this is the largest monastery in Fodlan, so it's easy to get lost if you let your mind wander.
And that looks so much younger than everyone
If you
else. It's
struggle
weird.
to settle in, say so.
Isn't she like 16, 17?
You helped His Highness.
She's around the same age as everybody
We are
else, but
in
she
your
looks
debt.
like half everyone else's age. And then there's just Dudu.
Remember your mission?
We are to stamp out what's left of the Iron King's thieves. If I may, Professor, it seems a bit challenging for a first mission.
But their leader, Costas, has already been dealt with. If the Professor thinks us capable of mopping up the rest, I trust his judgment.
Good. Prepare yourself.
Of course, Oh, he's gone.
Professor Yuritsa isn't much of a talker. Or easy to talk to, for that matter.
I'm certain you'll get used to him. He may be a touch curt, but he's not a bad person at heart.
Something familiar about him.
Still, bandit hunting right out of the gate? This is quite the mission.
After the events in the mountains, I hesitate to put His Highness in further danger.
You worry too much to do. Besides, we have a trustworthy new ally coming with us.
Roll it.
I've given bandits a dirt nap before, and I'll do it again. Huh, well, I'm convinced.
Whatever the case, we should be doubly prepared. And we'll be counting on our mercenary friend here to assist us.
Fire off equip.
Sure thing, Dimitri.
He liked it.
You just keep counting, while I'm off racking up all the glory.
I picked the correct choice. 2 weeks later. We're blitzing through this.
There you are, Yuritsa. I have word from the knights.
It is time.
Yes. The bandits have fled north into the canyon bordering Count Ro's land in the kingdom. But the knights have cut off their escape, and now stand ready to provide whatever support the students may require.
We'll leave at once.
I needn't remind you, this is the first real battle for some of our charges. I trust you will keep them
terrible school.
safe, though I likely do not need to worry with an old hand like you at their side.
No, you don't. You there. It's time for the mission. Gather the others.
I'm just imagining him in the middle of the in the
About
lecture
time
hall
we saw
teaching the
some
students. Open your textbooks. Go to page 243. For that exact
Lost
tone
sight of them.
at all times.
Ashamed to admit it, but yes. It's possible someone magicked the bandits away. But why go to that kind of trouble for a handful of highwaymen scum?
So be it. We'll follow the blood scent.
You and your crazy
Right, of
theories.
course. We'll follow... Wait, what?
We're leaving. Everyone, follow me.
Just like a big sniff of the air and goes, I smell blood that
Professor
way.
Yuritsa, where are you going? Well, he must have deduced where the bandits are. We should keep pace.
There is killing that must be done in that direction.
Professor, it does not seem wise to charge ahead without... What's this?
Jesus, man.
From the look of it, they're bandits. Or they were.
Dead by my hand.
Whoa. Wait, so are these the bad guys we were after?
Most likely.
Do you kids want to
I
see
caught
a
them
dead
trying
body?
to escape to that fortress.
Now you have.
Interesting. That must be their stronghold.
That is all for the lecture today.
In that case, we'd better clean the place out before they harm the nearby villages.
They've got their tails between their legs now, so this should be easy. Let's go.
Whoa there. Doesn't this whole fortress thing raise red flags for anyone else?
I agree. If this is their stronghold, why are there no signs of life?
It could be a trap to lure us in.
Run in head
Heroes
first
if
if you
we
look like
manage to
that.
Take out the entire bandit outpost. This is the kind of stuff I live for.
I wouldn't go that far, but I agree we need to investigate, especially if something seems off.
The decision is not ours to make.
That's right. We're still on a mission after all. It's up to Professor Yuritsa.
And I say, enter the fortress. Dispatch any bandits you find.
A gold
But isn't
star
it
to
dangerous
whoever
for us to
kills
go
the
by
most of them.
ourselves?
There can't be more than a handful.
You shall
should
be
have
given the
no
title
issue.
of Good Noodle.
If need be, I will intervene.
Yeah, you sound confident, but I've still got a bad feeling about this.
Brace for the worst. No guts, no glory, am I right?
Should things go awry, Your Highness, stay behind me.
If things go awry, I will fall back. And I expect the rest of you to do the same.
I'm more than ready for this fortress. Let's see if it's ready for me.
If the
wanna
professor's with
fight
us,
the fortress.
I'm certain we'll be fine.
Then it's settled. Stay vigilant, everyone.
I'm gonna stab the bricks. Use none. So now we have like an actual team, but we still can't change any units. For every story mission, you're pretty much forced to use sheds. It's very rare when you don't. So he's easily going to be our highest level by the end of this. Again, we're still in what's effectively tutorial land. Just gonna save here just in case.
We'll put the... We will proceed as planned. We will proceed as planned.
We're not trying to have everybody fall in
I will
shows.
move to assist.
Help me out.
Bandits to rout. Follow me.
Hey! We got intruders!
Here comes whoever they are. Looks like we'll have to fight our way out of this.
Well, that was something. Moving on.
I made it. So this is what real battle is like.
He's getting some blood in his hands. How much was it again? 600. We're making progress on that.
I'm not letting you pass. My life depends on it.
The brown pots give you money.
Now
I like that.
we know who to kill to open the gate.
It's tied to my very blood. It will not open unless I die. Tomatoes are good with that. I'm gonna have Ash head over here.
Let's move.
That up.
We will proceed as planned. We
this
must
guy
strive.
Let's begin.
to do over here, and Shez
Not
can
a
just
problem.
kind of go with Dimitri.
I'm here to help.
I tried to stop him. I awaited this moment.
Let's secure.
Yeah, 9 dealers is way too expensive right now. 20 when we only have 50, that's just a lot.
This place is bigger than I thought. Split up.
We will proceed as planned.
I pray they find peace in the grave.
Grant them no mercy.
Get the Duke in charge of swings.
Let us crush their defenses.
Let's begin.
Normally you need a key to open the treasure chest, or you need to be in the thief class or any of its variants. Ash is the only character in the game who just has lockpick by default no matter what class he's in, so he's able to open treasure chests without the key.
I'm a little nervous.
Which is very useful. It makes Ash one of my most used characters entirely because of that. Because it means I can just bring him no matter what class I have him in, and he'll always be able to open the gates. Open the gates via chests.
I've awaited this moment.
Trying to throw the block.
Not a problem.
We will proceed as planned.
This mission has gotten out of hand.
As a positive, kills that your allies get do count to your score at the end.
Suppose this isn't exactly a trap.
Very helpful.
I still don't know what to expect from where.
Come here. I mean, don't you.
We will proceed as...
Take a breath. Leave this to me.
It's an old structure, but very
The fighter class can use
ruffians are lucky to
3
have
different,
such a perfect hideout.
yeah, 3 different weapons. You can use axe, fists, or bow. That only applies in fighter class. Any of the upgraded versions, no. How in the world did I get hit by all that? Thankfully, damage the characters take when they're not being controlled doesn't count towards your score total. Because, man, would that make this miserable to get the S ranks. Yeah, we actually already got almost got all the S ranks requirements already.
There.
I'm gonna Shez separate and wait here.
We've taken control of the fortress.
I'm gonna have...
Let's begin.
Do an Ash
I'll do my
false
best. Now, let us have a look around.
Just have them ready.
Search the basement. Something is amiss.
Stab him.
Hey, there's a prisoner down here. She looks like an academy student.
Have them in a dungeon.
Don't let the stronghold fall. To your posts, everyone.
Guard this place with your lives.
She has a book. They let her keep it.
Here to rescue me?
Are you all right? What are you doing here? Never mind. We can discuss that later.
Thank you for saving me.
Actually, no. If you're in one of your own keeps, you do get a little bit of health back.
The girl escape, or Kranya will make us wish we were dead.
To be standing here, I'm just Dimitri will slowly heal. Yeah, you got 14 health right there.
We must take the girl.
Not a
Okay,
problem.
Shez can stay here to do.
Let's begin.
We'll do this one.
It's time to let's begin.
I'll do my best.
Ash head to this one.
I'm a little...
Everybody scattered. Mages are weak to fists. We don't have those yet, though. Yeah, the only house that starts with a brawler is the Black Eagles with Castle. Dedicated brawlers are super rare in this game. There's only 3. And also Raphael and Gold Deer, I forgot.
Just leave me alone already!
I'm working on it.
More bandits. We will proceed as planned.
Have you play defense?
Let's hurry up and get rid of them.
That should do it. Hurry.
Sorry I'm slowing you down. The world is still a little wobbly at the moment.
Out of the way! Now's our chance to give him the slip!
Not a problem.
Just deal with that guy.
More bandits that eluded us. Leave none alive.
Spell shot's just not a good move. Yeah, the archer skills are really hit or miss. Some of them are good, some of them are just not useful at all.
Not yet! I'll do what I must!
Storm. Down already. Mages beat archers, so dash fight is probably not even the best idea.
I'm going. That's the last of them.
We should be safe here. I mean, I hope we are at least.
All right.
I'm just gonna do this, just get everybody here.
Who came in here and trashed my beautiful stronghold?
She'll take the lead.
Hi there. I'm Kranya. But you
What
can
is-
just
what is
call
that
me
complexion?
the lady that's about to murder you. Or, don't.
What in the world does that
It's
mean?
her. So be it. Kill her.
What does that mean? Can someone tell me? That line makes no sense to me.
So, if you've got any pretty last words lined up, now would be the time. Not that I'm going
How much time do I got left? Oh, I got 6 minutes. I'm killing it. I remember this one being harder to get the S rank on the first go through.
Oh, you're not going anywhere, Monica. I have something very special planned for you. You asked
Why is her skin purple? I don't
Release
get-
the creature we captured.
The Agrothians are like pale, but she's like full on purple. What a clicking sound.
Some sort of beast.
Oh, it's the map.
Get ready, everyone. We have to take it down.
Attack in force. You'll never defeat it alone.
All the numbers in the world won't save you.
This is my turn.
I am here to aid you.
This is going to be a long
What are you doing over there, Dimitri?
It's strength phase. Don't let up.
I'm gonna do this just to get the experience on the move. I remember that being way harder on the first go through.
Beast? Impossible! Talus isn't going to
Ah,
like this
oh,
at all.
where'd you go?
You'll pay for this.
Let's
You'll
just
all pay.
point and laugh at her.
These names are wholly unfamiliar to me.
I thought I knew
At
every
least
single
we won
person
the
involved
day.
in them. Like you, Steven. I don't know what Lords of the Land are.
I think I've grown.
I think I'm improving.
I like to do an Ash. Everybody in the Blue Lions is good. I like them all.
Hey, new power.
We got Carpe Diem. We can seize the day, and we got Wind Sweep. That ability's really, really good.
How can I best use this power?
That's prowess and backbone.
I'm getting better.
Strength +2.
This will help everyone.
And Spirit of Seas. That's got a leather shield. And a couple new swords, but most of them aren't that great. We're basically working with garbage for a while.
We should be safe here for the time being. I'm well
You
acquainted
know,
with Professor
all things considered,
Yuritsa,
being kidnapped and
but
held
the rest
hostage
of
for a
you
year,
is
she's
your blue
surprisingly
lines, I
well adjusted.
presume?
That's correct. But if I may, how did you come to be wearing our uniform? Also, how do you know Professor Yuritsa? Were you enrolled at the Officers' Academy?
She's one of last year's students. A Black Eagle.
That would make you our senior, but what are you doing in a place like this?
Well, I was just on the verge of graduation last year when I was kidnapped by the strangest people. In truth, I thought I'd never breathe fresh air again. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Monica von Ox, eldest daughter of the Empire's Baron Ox.
Did Baron Ox ever show up in Three Houses? I don't think he did. Which is weird.
Yes. I think I understand. This all began when the knights lost sight of the bandits and you gave chase.
Putting all the pieces together.
Afterward, you entered a suspicious fortress and rescued a missing student.
With this gum wrapper
there's
on the
nothing wrong
ground,
with
I've
that.
deduced the bandits have
I'll
went
be
that
sure
way.
to
We
smooth
killed them
things
all
over
already.
for you once we're back.
I've deduced that they are all dead.
Sounds good. But, why are you even here, Alois?
Because the knights sent for help after you left them behind. Did you expect anything different?
My mustache sensed danger. I came here
Not
as quick
that
as
I'm
I
trying
could.
to lay blame at your feet. I know you were following Professor Yuritsa's lead, so I think everyone involved can head home knowing they did just swell. For as you know, all's swell that ends swell.
Man, I wish I had the laugh track. Laugh.
Still, I find this a rather grave turn of events. To think the same bandits who attacked our charges were behind another student's abduction.
I never said I was kidnapped by bandits.
You didn't?
We saw others in the fortress. People who were clearly not bandits.
When I
This
first
is
played this
just a
game,
thought.
I thought this
What if
knight
they
was going to
were the
wind up
ones
being an
truly in
Argarthan.
charge, and the bandits mere
Like, just a
pawns?
couple of the random guys you talk to were going to wind up being Argarthans, and it's going to be this whole thing. I was a little disappointed when it wasn't. But still, I agree.
There
Anything
was
Dimitri
one
says,
real
I'm in.
piece of work. Kranya, I think, who managed to escape. Now, I've seen all kinds
Sir,
of people
polite
as
of
a
her, give us her
mercenary,
name.
and she was definitely not your everyday bandit.
You're on the right path. Perhaps I should just tell you who kidnapped me, seeing as I already know.
That would speed up the
What?
process, yes.
Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Everyone was busy speculating, so it was difficult to cut in.
What do you know, child? Out with it.
Well, the one who kidnapped me was Tomas the librarian. I'm certain of it. I could tell from his gait, and how he held his staff. I suppose he isn't the simple scholar you think he is.
Tomas?
You see what I mean with their eyes just
Impossible.
constantly like, moving and shifting around? It's
But
so
Tomas has
weird.
been at Garrick Mach even longer than I have. I don't want to believe it, but based on what you say, we've no choice but to investigate.
But Sir Alois...
Be on guard. If Tomas is in league with Kranya, he is dangerous.
Very well. I will quietly report the matter to Lady Rhea and leave the decision in her hands. Not a word of this to anyone. Is that clear?
Well, now things are getting interesting.
Next time,
Honestly, did not see this coming. So what do you make of this Kranya? Why do you think she was at the fortress?
She's looking like a weird murder clown.
You seemed preoccupied with her during the battle. She a friend
Goth
of
murder
yours?
clown.
Sadly, I wouldn't know. My memory is but a shadow at this point. Gone, vanished, lost. I remember meeting you. But before that, nothing at all.
You're very
And
overdramatic.
yet, the moment I saw her, I was struck with the most inexplicable feeling. I couldn't tell you if it was revulsion or affection. It was simply pure emotion.
Yeah, I got no
Sure,
comment
thought
for
I
that.
had it tough.
Are you worried about me? How adorable. Oh, but I do love that about you.
And so, the Knights have been ordered to apprehend Tomas. As it happens, he's been absent from Garrick Mach for the last several days. They are using this opportunity to prepare quietly, and intend to
I'm not
seize
a
him
big fan
upon
of the
his
Garrick
return.
Mach uniform. It's like the standard one. I don't mind some of
Hard to
the
believe
special
someone
variants like
within the
Felix's and
monastery was
Dimitri's.
working against us.
But the ones that like to do and Ash wear, I'm just not a big
Shocking,
fan of it.
yes, but we have testimony from the very
Especially
person
the one
who
Chez is
abducted.
wearing. He looks
Not
dumb
to
in
mention
that
all
one.
the other evidence they found. No surprise they want to bring the guy in.
This could be our only chance to find
In his
out
room,
about
we
his
found a book labeled
co-conspirators.
"How to Overthrow a Church."
So who is this Tomas guy anyway?
I just thought he was
Say
interested
works
in
the
reading,
library?
but looking back on it,
He used to help me track down all manner of obscure books. I always thought he was just a kind old man. Tomas is the last person I'd picture as a murderous kidnapper.
he always mentioned this one, from
I asked
seizing the
around,
means of
and it seems he's
production.
been
Not
in
sure
his
what that was
current
about.
position for over 40 years. Why he'd choose to lash out at the church now is beyond me.
Maybe his feelings aren't new. There could have been troubling signs for a while that we aren't aware of.
Even if that's true, what is the point of kidnapping a student?
Not
Yeah,
random
so maybe
speculation.
The kidnapped student is from an imperial house.
Or maybe he wants to tarnish the church's reputation.
Not the reputation.
Wow, look at you reasoning things out. Your new friends must be rubbing off on you.
Your Highness, did this man hire the bandits that attacked you in the mountains?
That's what I'm told, but I've yet to confirm it. There is evidence that seems to link them.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to feel a lot less safe after this.
You're not alone. Rumors are flying around the monastery about who else might be a traitor.
Maybe even the janitor.
You'd think the church would do a better job vetting the people they employ.
But we can always trust a gatekeeper.
Maybe it's not so easy to... Hey, do you hear that? Something's happening outside.
Are they ready at the gates?
Yes, sir. Every exit is covered.
My God, there's something to report.
Well, well, it sounds like Tomas has returned. I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there, and quickly.
I think he's here. I'll be back.
I have to give a reason why I'm
Shouldn't
leaving.
we take
It's
a moment
polite.
to... Very well. We'll be right behind you.
It'd be rude to just rush off.
There he is!
That man down there.
You know, if he isn't aware that
Lady
he's
Rhea
being
wants
hunted,
to
I feel
speak
he
with
could have
you.
done this a little bit more
I
tact.
suggest you accept.
Why not just have one guy go up to him? Hey, Riddick, you want
This
to talk?
doddering persona
Hey,
of
man, if we
mine
talk to you real
will
quick?
benefit me no further.
I'm just saying, you don't need to run on him with swords.
What is this?
What is wrong with him?
Familiar, right?
Is he okay? He's got like the veins bulbing out on his head. He's got the black eyes. Is he okay?
Such hubris for mere vermin. You will pay for this. Find him!
Right!
What he did was just like...
Oops, wrong one. Well, now I have a screenshot. They'll always hold these memories, Phi.
Prologue. Crisis in Ferdiad. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceros's most
He even gets his own banner
efforts
too.
can track down the erstwhile librarian. Dimitri elects to
How am I
keep
gonna
an eye
return
on
my
events
overdue
from
books?
afar and not involve himself in the disturbance. Soon, however, an urgent message arrives from Verdiad, capital of the Kingdom of Fargus.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga.
Wild 15 minutes, wasn't it?
Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the knights and escaped.
I don't think his shapeshifting really helped. He just kind of teleported.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
Say it.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where do these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
Does what Shez does count as
Now that everyone
shapeshifting?
knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me.
I mean, if this counts, wouldn't Ray's ability turn into a big dragon count as shapeshifting? I feel like that's more shapeshifting
It's
than whatever
because they
Shez
trust
does.
you. Hold on, someone's coming.
It's just, why are you talking to yourself in here? Nothing. No reason.
There you are.
How are you?
Something wrong?
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you.
No, I simply
You were
wanted
just
to
kind of
check in
standing
after
here,
the unsettling
cross-eyed.
events of the other day.
Sugar enough.
Well, it's not like I'm a quivering wreck or anything, but
You've been staying in the middle of the room
it's
for
gonna
20
make
minutes.
my life a lot harder if my powers end up being evil.
Perhaps. And yet... How do I put this? Power is neutral. The good or evil of it comes from the one who wields it. For example, I possess extreme strength, and have always believed
I love
this
how
gift
Dimitri
was
just
bestowed
has
upon
super
me so that
strength
I
for
might
really
protect
no
others.
reason. I don't think it's a crest
And you
thing, because I even think
used
other
your
people
power to
with his
save
crest
us,
don't have
which means
that.
it cannot possibly be evil.
And it's not just like he has high
Didn't mean
stats,
to
like in
fish for
universe he has
sympathy there, but-
ridiculous strength
well,
for no reason.
Thanks.
My apologies if I overstepped.
And it actually makes his day-to-day life really hard.
I've been looking
Because he
all over for
constantly
you, Prince
breaks
Dimitri.
things by accident.
Her Grace the Archbishop is asking for you. She
He's
requests
constantly
that you come
breaking
to the
pens,
audience
and I think
chamber
that's funny.
immediately. Duke Fraldarius has arrived for a visit.
It's
Rodrigue
supposed
is
to
here?
suck to actually have.
I'm on my way. Let us continue this discussion later.
It's like, it sounds cool because you like throw cars, but how's that going to help you in your day-to-day life?
Hold on.
It's like,
What did you say?
Try to imagine yourself carrying something really
I've only
fragile.
just heard the news, so
That's everything
I'm a bit
if you
hazy
had
on the
super
finer
strength.
points. But
You
it
put
seems
too
my
much force
uncle
into
has seized
anything, and it's just
control
going to
of the capital
shatter.
and declared war on House Fraldarius. All signs point to him wanting to stamp
It's like
the
a
line
Superman,
out
the animated
entirely.
series, when you fight in Darkseid and he goes,
That's
he feels like he lives
Felix's
in a world
family,
made of
right?
cardboard.
They're one of the kingdom's leading houses. What does the royal family gain from eliminating them?
I'd wager it has to do with House Fraldarius supporting my claim to the throne.
Sorry, I got sidetracked. What are we talking
The
about?
question is why the Grand Duke chose to launch an offensive now of all times.
Whatever the reason, he must have decided to act before His Highness's coronation could take place.
My uncle claims House Fraldarius is attempting to install me as their puppet. As such, he issued a written appeal to the Western Lords to help him rescue me from the Duke's foul clutches, as he puts it.
In what cruel world would our noble house take the reins of a boor like you?
Damn!
Don't ask me, it's his pretext.
That was rude.
So what exactly is
I agree,
going on
but
in
that's
the capital?
rude.
You said it's been seized. Oh dear. I do hope nobody there has been met with foul play.
He's in no position to engage such a move until I've been removed from the situation.
I say the Regent should be dealt with. I haven't heard one good thing about his leadership.
I've no intention of becoming a pawn in this game. All the same,
A little late on
I
that, pal.
must return to Fargus at once. Dedu, you will accompany me.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Felix, I'm sure your father will contact you soon. For now, just wait for Rodrigue to weigh in.
Ash?
What is it, Ash? What is it, boy?
Sorry, it's just that Lenato used to be in the Grand Duke's service, so...
He is a man of compassion. It's not out of the question he'll be swayed to my uncle's side. Truth be told, we're not sure where anyone's allegiances lie at this point. So let's not hasten to conclusions, any of us. We must all keep level heads. I'm told you are sending the knights to help us, Lady Rhea. I do not wish to sound ungrateful, but are you sure you want to do that?
The Church of Seros cannot overlook this grievance.
Regrettably, many of our knights were dispatched elsewhere several days ago on another matter. However, while we may lack numbers, we have put together a unit of considerable skill. It will be captained by someone near and dear to you, in fact. Someone well suited to a mission within the kingdom.
Someone near to... Ah, of course. That is encouraging.
Alright, and that's Absentee Dad.
Since its very inception, we have watched over the kingdom of Fargus as one would their own child. When its peace is threatened, the Church has no choice but to act.
I have not forgotten your outpouring of aid after my father's passing 4 years ago. And I swear to repay that kindness in full.
One other thing. A suggestion, if you will, from the Church.
I hate that! I didn't press a button long enough, the screen went dark. I can't stand that.
Interesting. So she wants all of us to go with you?
Yes. This time, the Knights of Seros will be accompanying us, in addition
It's your
to
month's
Professor
mission.
Yuritsa.
Stop a civil war.
Well, I certainly don't mind. But Annie and Ash, what about you?
You know I'm always behind you. But considering what it means for my uncle, I don't know. House Dominic's lands are surrounded by other houses that are likely to support Rufus's claim. If I join you, it could sour my family's relations with our neighbors.
I'll go. I mean, of course I don't want to get Lenato into any trouble. But I also know he'd want me to do what I think is right.
I'm sorry to place such a difficult decision on your shoulders, Ash. And what of you?
Will you pay me?
I'm in. The more time I spend here at the Academy, the more I miss actual fighting.
I haven't killed someone since
Besides,
that bandit attack.
I want to use my powers to help. After all, the good or evil
My fingers
of a
are
thing comes
itching.
from the person
I
wielding
need
it.
blood.
Am I right?
Reese's in the corner giving a thumbs up.
Indeed it does. You have my thanks.
There you go again, throwing yourself headlong into the first conflict you find. No wonder I have to keep stepping in to guide you. Still, we basically have no choice, so run wild, I guess.
I need to toughen up some more.
I'll inform
Where's the
you of
nearest
the
cliff?
details soon. Please ensure you're prepared by then.
He likes Dimitri. And Ash. Oh no, that character I couldn't play as. I'll be in Ferdiad before we know it. Guess I should see what the others are up to.
Have you need of me?
You know what sort of life His Highness led when living in Ferdiad before coming to the Academy? Well, I'll tell you! By the pretext of guarding him, the Grand Duke provided an escort who watches every move at all times. Despite having committed no crime, he's basically put under house arrest. Or doesn't even read his letters. Can you imagine that? Sadly, every minor knights on the fringes could do little for him. This time I'm gonna help. That's why I fled the capital and came running here. That sucks.
So listen.
Rufus has always been a sharp one, I tell you what. Never could ever match him when it came to political acumen. Well, everyone recognized his talent. He didn't have a crest, so the throne ended up going to his younger brother Lambert. Lambert was the polar opposite of his brother in nature and temperament. They possessed a natural genius in the matter of tactics. I wonder what would have been whether the pair could have worked together to govern the kingdom. I mean, couldn't they technically already have?
Do you have a spare moment?
As a member of House Brenius, the present situation is one I simply cannot leave be. To begin with, His Highness Dimitri's... Sorry, I'll just sneeze building up. To begin with, His Highness Dimitri's succession to the throne is duly agreed upon and acknowledged by the Archbishop herself. After the death of His Majesty, my house and the other lords make preparations of that intent. If the Grand Duke would now attempt to overthrow that agreement, I won't let it stand. I mean, to be honest, I'm a little afraid of His Highness. I mean, he's definitely a good person, don't get me wrong or anything. He's got a somber look on his face, but instructions to his troops are always clear. Still that face. I've got no idea what's going on in his head. Is he sad? Calm? It's possible to tell. He was born with that huge strength of him, right? He's hard to approach. What if I make him mad?
What are your thoughts?
There's a whole town under Garrett Mock, with suspicious characters live there. They call it Abyss, one of those folks I really like. I just leave him alone, though. They must not have been involved in that business with Tomas.
What's going on?
A rumor was floating about regarding the Grand Duke of Aitha. Perhaps you've heard of him? He claimed he had the previous king assassinated and was involved in the tragedy of Dusker. While most rumors are not but wind, something about these seems strangely credible. There have been whisperings about discord between the Grand Duke and the late king, not to mention the man's relationship with His Highness.
What's going on?
Oh, do you want to talk again? Okay, let me repeat everything I just said.
Hey, you.
She isn't here? I thought for sure she'd show up for a fight in the kingdom. Who's that? Why, Thunder Catherine, of course. She's a swordswoman who wields one of the hero's relics. Most powerful of all the knights. I thought this would be a chance to go head-to-head with her and see who could bury the most enemies. Jesus. Yeah, she's not here. She's not here. We'll also have to beat our foes twice as hard. So those are people. I am not reading these. There is a lot of these, and several of them are over 10 pages long. No. Is that Gustav?
Indeed.
That knight can't be Gustav, can he? Sure claims his name to be Gilbert, but... I never would have believed that the man... Tried this late hour. Nah, it can't be him.
This way.
I'm Gilbert, in charge of commanding the Knights of Saros in the coming battle. Should you need to rise, I hope you will rely on me. I'll not permit any harm to come to the students of the Officers Academy. Are you Gustav? No connection to the kingdom, maybe even the royal capital? Indeed, but only slightly more than the other knights. But it does not mean every one of the Blue Lions will be joining us.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess Annette must have had some reason for not coming along, huh? I suppose so, yes. I'm not her dad. I didn't ask her,
Got a
right?
minute?
After the death of the previous king, most of the royal knights are apparently taken out of the Commander Rufus, the Grand Duke of Aitha. Some portions escaped the capital and joined us here, but not all. There are evidently still some in Ferdiad who are resisting, well, nothing more than to help them. What do you got?
Oh, that's right.
Think about it. Something when we were leaving Garrick Mock. Evidently, Professor Yuritsa set up at the Imperial capital along with the Black Eagles. If I'm not mistaken, most of the Knights of Saros had some sort of business to keep them from joining us in this mission? There's not academy related. I wonder what any of the others are doing. God, there's so much text.
Got a second?
Yeah, cheer up, Felix. Your dad's getting worried. I know how unpleasant it feels to have people make weird claims about your family. Not as if you have it all figured out. That sort of thing would never bother me. That was denial.
Meh.
That's not what's bothering you. Why do you look like you just got punched in the gut? Concerning someone's a decision is making me sick to my stomach.
Good.
Look, if you're that concerned about His Highness, you should just say something to him. What's the job of cheering him up for me? I don't know, because you grew up with him.
Yes? Nice day we're having.
Well now, are you a student of the Officers Academy? I'm Rodrigue Akil Froldarius. Very much center of the maelstrom we find ourselves in. And my apologies for getting you involved in this recent discord. Are you Felix's dad?
Basically...
Indeed, and I hear you have been quite the boon to my
Would it
son.
bother you?
Military strength will be essential if we are to take the royal capital. So I'd ask your aid in the matter, if at all possible. God, these are long. I loathe that man. I loathe the Grand Duke. Tried to harm His Highness on countless occasions. Damn.
What?
Surprising to hear you just come out and say it like that. Perhaps. That's his first campaign for suppressing the rebellion in the west. That too was a plot of the Grand Duke. Only because of House Fraldarius did His Highness emerge unscathed. Assassination attempts continued unceasingly in the palace afterward as well. What happened with King Lambert and Dusker?
Well.
His Highness must be aware of the man's ill intent. I'm gonna stab this 7-year-old. How old is Dimitri? Judge, he was like 12?
Well,
I'm sure this is okay, Ash. Lord Lenato was once a servant of the Grand Duke, after all. Yes, we learned the circumstances. You told me to hold on to what I believed was just.
Let's see.
Giving their respect Ash like that. Lord Lenato's your adopted father, right, Ash? Sounds like quite the man. Thanks. We just like him
give it a
someday.
go.
That's exactly why I'm going to do what I believe in, Ingrid. Don't worry. We are suited to be a knight, Ash. I'm certain he'll never lead a rebellion that forces us to have to kill him brutally. That would never happen.
Got a sec?
Don't so glum, Dimitri. Everyone fights with their family at some point in their lives. It's just a little bit of a skirmish. You're a wit like a rapier. Perhaps I do well to pick up on a bit of that cheer. I had a miss it, said to my uncle. By the way, I'll not receive a reply. Let's continue with preparations so we can set out immediately if the fighting starts. Alright, we're getting some rest before the fighting kicks off.
You have my thanks.
Hey, Rosen, appreciated. Prepare the moment everything is ready. Please rest until then. Yeah, I'm good.
The Duke has stamped out most of the troops who invaded Fraldarius. As things stand, a clash on royal soil and
Someone look at this. I don't know how to
capital
read.
is inevitable. As you are the only blood kin I have, my lord, I pray we might find a way to resolve this conflict peacefully.
He wants to find peace.
What rubbish.
That
He
bastard.
sings of conciliation, but I know a threat when I read it.
Shouldn't you take better care of a letter from your dear
Lord
nephew,
Rufus, which
my
kind of
lord?
ice cream do you want? Is that a threat?
He's not expecting a reply. The creature means to slay me.
Your fear of Prince Dimitri runs deeper than I thought. You shouldn't have missed your chance 4 years ago in Dusker, or 2 years ago during the suppression of the
One
rebellion.
time he asked me to help him with his homework.
That's
I
twice
pushed
you
him down the
failed to kill
stairs.
him.
Little bastard.
I've learned my lesson. A lion's cub is still a lion,
homework
and one
means.
cannot slay a lion with a clumsy scheme. It's those monstrous eyes, Cornelia. They terrify me. The boy is a vicious animal, yet he attempts to feign actual grief that we can't find common ground. The aberrance of it shakes me to my core.
I understand completely.
Every night since I killed my brother, I dream a lion is ripping out my throat.
You'll run yourself ragged if you live your days in fear of revenge. You were meant to rule Fargus, and you have the power to make it so.
Okay, I understand
Your
the
royal
purpose
army
of the
is
crest
the
system.
finest in the realm, and if I
What
may
would-
be so bold,
Why would you put the
you
one
also
with the
have
crest
me.
in charge? Wouldn't you want them to be like your
Put
fighters?
your worries to rest, my king. Sleep deeply and without fear.
Because, like, okay, if they're the important ones in charge, they're not gonna be the ones who fight. And the entire point of the crest system wasn't it supposed to be
Tired of being afraid.
the guys with the crest
Tired of what I've
doing the
become.
fighting because they have something that
All
makes
of
them
it.
good at it? Am I wrong with this?
I see. And how much longer
Did I miss-
until Tullus gives the word?
Did I mess up what the crest system was?
I know only that something is amiss in the Imperial capital.
Curse it all! I am not waiting 1,000 years for that doddering old fool to act. Rally the Western lords and their troops, and be quick about it. Have them make ready to intercept that whelp.
As you command, Cleobulus.
You probably shouldn't be talking about this in the middle of a room in the capital if you're trying to keep it cover.
According to our scouts,
At the very least, don't
enemy
use
has
your
positioned
real
their
name.
troops on the capital streets.
So they can use the townsfolk as shields when we take the fight to them. With vulgar tactics.
Well, now that we know their strategy, our next move will be critical. A victory stained with the people's blood achieves nothing. We'll need to move our forces swiftly, but with caution. Dedu, has there been a reply from my uncle?
Nothing of yet.
I thought not.
Here's one. It says,
Your
"Dear
Highness,
Dimitri," and that's a
will
picture
you
of a
truly
butt.
be able to strike Rufus down when the time comes?
I will do what is required of me.
Preparations are complete, Your Highness.
The people are waiting for you, Dimitri. Let's not keep them any longer.
No, we'd best not.
You're our commander, but you look like you're heading for a funeral. Could you maybe try not being so insufferable?
Man, Felix.
Apologies
Just
for
chill
my
out.
demeanor.
Just
I've
5
more than a few
minutes.
things on my mind. But very well. Let's begin our final war, Council.
You look pale. Not keen on fighting your own blood?
Sadly, I saw this fight coming long ago.
Then what's the problem?
Now that I've brought the fight to the streets of the capital, I wonder if my actions are right.
Yeah, you really didn't cause
Most
this
of the
fight.
people here favor keeping the royal line of succession. That's because my father and the kings before him maintained peace inside these walls. But ever since my uncle seized power, the people have been forced to endure his licentious reign. Did you know they asked me to assume the throne before my time at the academy? They said only a true king could undo Rufus's misrule.
So why didn't you?
Because it would have divided the kingdom, just as it's doing now. Yet had I supported my uncle's claim, it would have been open rebellion. And the only way to prevent such a rebellion is to invade the capital and kill the regent. In other words, I cannot restore my grandfather's peace without first breaking it.
Okay, that's more your uncle's issue than yours.
In that case, there's no reason to hesitate. You know fighting is the only answer here. You just have to accept it.
My apologies. I have a bad habit of agonizing over such things. And as all of you have come this far to help me, the least I can do is make an attempt at optimism.
Yeah, you can change units. So now we can actually use the other guys. But I don't think I am. I think I'm just gonna stick with this group. So we have Sylvania with a spear, Felix has a sword, a mage, but there's no archers here, and another spear. Let's see. Do I want to switch out Dedu for somebody? I might switch Dedu. I might switch Ash for Felix. I need to think on that. How many people are weak to swords? There's brawlers, so having an archer isn't a bad move. But he doesn't have the advantage over gauntlets yet, because he's not technically an archer. I want to keep Ash on this side of the map so we can open the treasure chest when that becomes available. But if I put in Sylvain, I'd want him over here. What do you have in your moveset? You have heal, so you have a healing spell. It's good. I'm gonna go ahead and give Dimitri the leather shield because I'm gonna be using that. I want to keep Dimitri, I know that. Sorry, I'm just thinking on this. There are plenty of guys weak to swords. Why are both my sword guys next to each other? I think it auto-equips abilities if you don't have any beaten up yet, right? Yeah, it does. Definitely, like, Dedue and Ash have abilities no one else does. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the default layout. Yeah, I don't care.
As we
Let's begin. It's time to move.
begin the operation. Allow me to lend a...
Shall we? I'm here to help.
I'll do what I can. I'll back you up. Hear you loud and clear. I might just be able to help.
We will proceed. We must strive to...
I'll do my best.
Here, the soldiers are using the townsfolk as shields. What cowards!
And our first
I do wish you could give orders before the stage starts, but well, it's not that big a deal.
Wait. We'll start by eliminating guards on the capital perimeter. Commence the attack.
This will go faster if we split into two groups.
I've awaited this
Grant
moment.
them no mercy.
They're coming! Shore up the defenses!
Future sword, soldiers. Or Dutch sword. What? How do you pronounce that? Look, I didn't go to college.
I almost broke a sweat there.
Just what are you doing, man? Why are you standing there?
Not a problem.
Get going.
Up there.
Next.
Adjutant soldiers are really good to have. Unlike in Warriors 1, you can't tell them to do their assist attacks, they just kind of randomly trigger, which I'm not a fan of. But overall, they are definitely still worth it. Oh man, they slaughtered them.
Perimeter is secure. Things should be easier now that we know our backs are safe. Open the gates and seize the town. But ensure no harm comes to the people.
Not a problem. I've got this.
To do, I'm gonna have to start moving up here.
It's time to move.
I'll do my best.
It's gonna go to the south.
I'm a little...
We will proceed.
Central fights weapon.
Ferdiad is large. We should divide and conquer.
Already on it, buddy.
Hey, aren't the front gates still closed off? We should probably open them up so we can get reinforcements in here.
A fine idea. And if things go awry, we might need another way out.
I've already eaten up so much of my durability, I didn't realize.
Did not fall far from the tree.
We will proceed as planned. We must...
To think they would involve innocent people. We must end this battle as soon as we can.
I just power through it.
Not a problem.
Shaz can start moving towards that. Side quest.
Will it fall?
Let's take it for ourselves.
That's the thing I don't like. When they auto-control, they just run head first into the enemy, even when they're archers or mages who fight from distances. You're dealt with.
I'll do my best. I'm a little...
Take a breather. This stronghold will fall.
Yeah, see, I didn't tell her to do that. She did it on her own. But they instantly break open the stun gauge, which is why it's so good.
We will proceed. We must...
Sword for the next.
In that case, fling open the gates. Sorry, Your Highness. Stole your thunder.
And now we have an extra entranceway. And some more guys.
We should... Not a problem.
Do you know if it's the world playing, because it's always positive?
However, you you seek to make amends. Lend me your strength and help me reclaim the capital.
Lance is better than Sword.
I can still fight. Is this really the best the officers of Peter can offer?
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to...
Allow me. Leave this to me.
This stronghold will fall.
Struggle with that brawler.
Wide open.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
My turn. I do this for His Highness.
Let's
Do
begin.
it for the next one.
It's...
It's slightly faster than running.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
We will proceed as planned.
Take
my turn.
In for the curve shot. Curve the bullet.
You take a breather.
Right
It's not over.
I want Ash to stay
do
near
my
the
best.
left half for when I get
I'll back them
the
up.
gate open.
We will proceed. I will move to assist. We will
I'm
proceed
gonna
as
Dimitri stay
planned.
here as well, just because
I
it's
will
quicker.
Forgive me, my lord. I see our enemy is somewhat confident. Deal with this Viscount Climate.
That's why I want them nearby. 'Cause Ash can take those
Do my
guys.
best. I'm a
They are
little
weak
nervous
to
about this.
fighters.
We will
Dimitri
proceed as
will assist
planned.
Ash.
Not a move out. Not a problem.
Worry not, Cornelia.
My turn.
We will save Prince Dimitri from that vile puppeteer who controls him.
Now the dude's ready to intercept the guys in the north. And the
We need to take care of
by
those
the east.
soldiers before we're boxed in.
I suggest we again divide our soldiers to deal with the multiple threats, Your Highness.
I'll do what I must.
Just run into the wind.
Not a problem.
Shezgo help to do.
I'm here to help.
Let's begin.
Do take on those brawlers.
We will proceed as planned.
I'll do my best.
We're gonna have Ash
Let's
run
move.
ahead to open up the treasure
We will
chest
proceed as
while
planned.
we're just taking out the stronghold.
Please, Your Highness, you must see reason. We're only doing our duty.
Take him into custody. There's a lot of questions for him.
What's Your Highness?
Good.
Let's begin.
Whenever you start taking
It's
that
time to
over,
move.
Shez can actually
Not a
just start
problem.
heading back here.
I'm here to help.
So I want him and Ferdiad.
I shall take the lead. Let us crush their defenses.
The town should be safe for the time being. Let's press on to the castle.
How do we breach the castle with the drawbridges up?
These people are hopelessly outnumbered. Unleash our units from the strongholds and crush them all.
This could be our chance. There are controls by the castle gates that lower the drawbridges. We can do so from within the strongholds. We will proceed as planned.
We can start heading there.
We must strive
to treasure,
perform
so
to
we
the
can
best.
start
Do my
taking
best.
this.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Not a problem.
Just take out that guy.
I've got this.
My turn.
Move some of the guys.
The
Get the
troops
numbers
that
down.
escaped the castle have taken up position in the surrounding strongholds.
That won't do. We must retake them at once and ensure the town is safe for good.
You're here to rescue us. Give us the honor of joining you in battle.
The other guy.
Not a problem. I've got.
Let's take it for ourselves.
We will proceed. We must.
Allow me.
Leave this to me.
This area is secure. Not a moment too soon, it seems.
I'll do my best. I'm a little.
My turn. This stronghold will fall.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Goes out.
Take this.
My turn.
Throw the bullet.
You wide open.
To do, I want you to take out that
Let's
brawler there,
begin.
just get rid of him.
Take a
And then you're
breather.
gonna play defense. Oh damn, we already got it.
We will proceed as planned. We
Heavy stronghold.
That's the last of the strong.
Not a problem.
Chez is going to start making his way up to where Do is.
I'm here to help.
And then Ash is gonna follow Dimitri when he gets to where he's going.
I shall take should be much quieter around here from now on.
Excuse me, pardon me, come through. Do is
Let's
gonna play
begin.
defense
I
here.
will be your shield.
I mean, if that guy follows me in, I could fight him in the stronghold leader and just take them both out. That'd actually make things faster.
Don't let them in.
I'm trying, man.
And of course, the main entrance is blocked. We need to find another way in.
How much time I got left? Oh, I got 7 minutes. I'm good. And I've got enough kills.
Well done. Now to lower
We will proceed as planned.
the drawbridge.
Stand back now.
Good.
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Now, if we lower the other drawbridge, we'll be able to attack the enemy from both sides.
Chez is gonna go
Not
with
a
Do.
problem. I'm here.
I clearly underestimated the royal will. Time for someone to put him in his place.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about this.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I'm just starting to get a little battered down, though. He should be fine. He's still got 2 healing items.
Let us crush their defenses.
Matt.
Let's get that bridge down. Where are the control? We will proceed as
Start
planned.
heading over to Rashes.
I will.
Ooh, Ash is starting to get battered.
Shields have access to both the east and west bridges.
Brawlers are probably the most threatening of the enemy types because they are really fast and they hit hard.
My, this is your lucky day. I've decided that you deserve my personal attention.
Yeah, the Arnhem and Rufus Theory Blethen.
Fate. You truly are whimsical. Will today mark my death or his? Either way, this farce will finally come to a close.
I'll show you no mercy!
So yeah, these doors are still closed, so Dimitri has to run all the way through 30 Edge to get to where Ash is. That's how you get to where Rufus is.
I've got this.
Leave this to me. Whew, this should help. I'll do my best.
I'm going.
Why the long faces? Does our hospitality displease you so? Oh my, what a fascinating power you possess.
Sure is. But if you think I need it to beat you, think again.
I don't remember super.
Every moment I stare at you vexes me more. You should have died.
And yet today, death comes for you, Cornelia.
Now I'm mad. Oh, you poor dears. I've never seen so many deluded fools in one place.
Frozen is the best status, by the way. It's ice is really, really good.
That's more like it. It wouldn't feel like a real fight if I simply tore you limb from limb right out of the gate.
There, don't let her. We can break her.
4 minutes, I'm good.
My turn. Getting wrapped up in my fun again. But sadly, I must bid you farewell.
Let's lose Rufus. We can handle him. We have plenty of time.
We will proceed as planned.
We must struggle. I'll do my best.
My turn. I shall take the lead.
Man, I wish I got some recovery for either Ash or Dimitri, because they are tapped out when it comes to combat arts. I have one Nightingale, which I was going to use on him, because he's mounted, so he takes extra damage from it.
So, it's come to this at last. If you want my head, then come claim it.
I intend to.
On our pride as knights, we will defend our knees to the last.
If you have an adjacent, or a Vanguard, or whatever it's called, you get Team Supers. And man, are they strong!
Stand down!
Just all of them dead in one big hit.
Your Highness, we are moving Rufus to
I
a
did it, I'm
cell
the best.
and preparing him for
I'm the
question.
hero of Fargus.
Good, thank you.
I saved
I will
the
join you
day.
shortly. Raise your voices with me, friends.
Oh, his horse
You
is sad.
fought hard this day, and
Feel bad for
now,
the horse.
Victory is ours.
Last rank, we got a Fruit of Life. Those seals are very good. I want to get as many of those as I can.
I must keep.
I think I...
Everybody's leveling up.
I think
I'm strong.
Gotta remember.
Oh, the stats you gain from leveling up, it's depending on what class you are when you level up. So by keeping everybody in like their preferred class, they're gonna super gear towards that. Or you can kind of like split them. That's a whole thing.
How can I best...
Wheel sweep isn't that good, honestly.
This is
Axe
not
prowess is
my
nice to have because it's just extra damage.
Hey, I'm getting...
I completely forgot to put my better sword on before this fight started. I could have been doing more damage. So we got the Venom Axe and the Venom Sword, which is just poison weapons. Let's see, we got Quality Material, Luck Factor, I don't know what Boost Collisions does. Increases damage dealt when sending enemies flying. Enemies deal a small amount of area damage from collision. Weird. Reckless Power. This is the good one. Sacrifices weapon durability to increase damage. Or might. You can easily fix the durability issue by just increasing durability through something we don't have access to yet. The Reckless Power is by far the best function on any weapon. I want that on everything. Iron Gauntlets, Aerial, Critical. Boost Common Art from Magic, it's not bad. Evoke Crest just makes it more likely your Crest will trigger. Boost Critical, pretty self-explanatory. Okay, we got 3 intermediate seals, that's really good. Yeah, if you complete side missions, you also get more money. That's the main reason to do them. Can I get rid of this stupid uniform now? I still feel like it looks goofy.
All traitors get put to the sword. It's his duty as king.
Final words?
None for you. But tell me something, boy. Does it trouble you to slay your own kin? What a surprise. I did not think you capable of sympathy, craven monster that you are.
Really?
Yes. But either way, I do what I must.
How you doing, cat? My cat's crying, she wants attention.
To perish by your hand. It is a fate that I much deserve.
She's very loud. Oh, I like how you see it through his eyes, and you see the eyes look up when his head gets cut off. That's really good. I am honestly surprised they showed that in a Nintendo game. That was... Man, I know it's Fire Emblem, but still.
Which leads the lords
just straight up beheading.
Mateus and Kleiman. We believe they, as well as many powerful Western lords, were accomplices in the assassination of the late king. Along with the Grand Duke, they seem to have received large sums of money and supplies from the imperial nobility. Thinking this to be recompense for the assassination in Duscur, we investigated the link further. In 1171, the mage Cornelia arranged for a certain powerful imperial family to come to the kingdom.
That's the year when my step-uncle, Lord Arundel, brought Edelgard here in exile.
Correct. We think Lord Arundel and his followers were behind the matter. They have deep ties to the imperial household.
As I suspected. You're a clever man, Margrave Gautier. Well done.
Thank you, Your Highness.
If we continue wringing information out of them at this pace, we'll soon have a clear picture of what transpired.
My uncle's attendants must also confess to the slaughter of Duscur.
Come on up. Nothing's stopping you. It's just you.
But now that things have come this far, we can't expect the Western lords to stay silent. We need a way to keep them far from power.
Oh, there are always ways, provided you're willing to keep all your options open.
He's like, I mean, you could kill them all. What? Nothing?
Yes, I suppose so. Let us speak more of this later. For now, spread word of what you have found to every palace and pub in the land. That should help keep the lords in check.
Is that wise, Your Highness? If we announce that Rufus was involved in the tragedy of Duscur...
I have nothing to say in this matter.
I will not feed my people half-truths. They deserve to know.
I've always admired that candor, Your Highness. Yet such news is sure to create a degree of unrest in the kingdom.
Dimitri believes in free speech.
So you suggest we bury the truth? Should it somehow come to light, the people's faith in me will be forever shaken. If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
Fine words, though I doubt they'll appease the people of Duscur. Nor the rest of Fargus, many of whom will not be so quick to forgive.
Ha! We thought you might say as much, which is why His Highness and I have devised a solution. I will resign the title of Duke and pass it to my heir.
Spare me, Rodrigue. One person with wild ideas is already one too
Do I
many.
join on the party, Gautier? Absolutely not.
It's not wild at all, Matthias. Someone must bear responsibility for what happened in Duscur. People will naturally seek to point the finger at His Highness, and we need him unsullied if he is to lead. Someone has to get down in the mud and bear the slings and arrows for him. Who better for such a task than me?
Rodrigue will abandon his title and work with Dedue to restore harmony between our people. I'm not asking him to take his life. Rather, he offered to spend it to set things to rights.
In that case, we've only to deal with the issue of the throne. I believe we should
God.
move forward with your
Hate that.
coronation straight away.
I agree. My time at the Officers' Academy was a valuable experience, but I belong here now.
I'm dropping out of school.
Obviously, Felix won't be able to return either. Have him come to me later, so I can deliver the news
Bill Gates
and
approach.
an apology.
I've already had a word and
Oh,
told
she
him
found her
what
toy.
must be done. You've no need to
What if
apologize.
the microphone's picking that up? Kitty cat.
Yes,
wires.
I have. As for you,
Careful,
Gustav,
kitty. Oh no!
you'll also be staying here in the kingdom.
Oh, she's dragging the microphone.
But I abandoned my homeland. There can be no place for me in Fargus.
I will make a place
Got
for
it.
you.
Got it. We're good.
I need your help. Lady Rhea will understand.
You will have to take up parental responsibilities.
It would be
No,
my
anything
great
but that.
honor, Your Highness.
Send
Disappears
word
in
to
the cloud of
church and
dust.
the lords. Count Galatea will be in charge of contacting the south. Now, there's another topic I'd like to discuss. I wish to reorganize my army. Since I have you all assembled, I'd like to hear your suggestions.
You still working, Dimitri? Have you even slept since the battle?
Never mind that. There's a favor I've been meaning to ask of you. It won't happen right away, but I'm considering the formation of a new private army. I need someone to captain them, and I was
I slept a
hoping
good
it might be you.
214 hours ago. That's more
And
than
what does
half
the
the time.
leader
That's
of
less
the
than half the
kingdom need
time
with a
from my
private
last
army?
sleep.
I fear my uncle may have rubbed off on too many of my knights. I'm not saying they're all bad, but it's clear as day that bribery ran rampant. To rectify the matter, I'm looking into a complete reorganization of the army. These next several years will be an age of civil war, and I want to be surrounded with the best and most loyal soldiers I can find.
Well, that does sound interesting. Still, I'm just a regular old grunt. Why put me in charge?
Because this will be an army of commoners, not knights and nobles.
Yeah, power to the people.
A mercenary like you is far more likely to earn their trust than some stuffy noble who's never known a day of hardship. Please, allow me to be clear. This is not an order. If you'd rather return to the academy, you're free to do so.
Are you kidding? I'm in.
So
Thank
goes
you,
back,
Dimitri.
he's the only student left.
Having put down Rufus's revolt and ended his uncle's life, Dimitri draws closer to the truth regarding the tragedy of Duscur, and also begins the process of ascending the throne. All the while, the Adrestian Empire deals with a fierce power struggle in its capital,
Meanwhile,
Anbar, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Olmyran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young student's shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.
School's closed due to war.
Azure Gleam. To war.
We are now in the actual main game.
It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. After ascending the throne, Dimitri labors to bring peace to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. With Edelgard ruling as the Emperor of Adrestia and Claude leading the Leicester Alliance, the three erstwhile schoolmates strike out as the next generation.
What a lame flag Leicester has.
A new era is
compared
dawning
to Fargus
in
and
Furlan,
Enbar. It's so
tears
weak.
at the brink of great change. The first tremors of a major upheaval rock the land as Edelgard declares war on the Central Church.
She's moved all the She moved all the Bibles to the fiction section. A truly
Pardon my
heinous
lateness,
act.
Your Majesty.
You needn't worry, Felix. I know your duties are many. Though, I'm afraid we could not wait for you to begin the discussion.
Dimitri looks so much better than he did in
This
the
is
Academy
about the
phase.
Empire's declaration of war against the Central Church, yes?
I'll be honest, like, young Dimitri kind of looks terrible.
We have already begun accepting refugees.
It's a very
from Garrett
ugly
Mach.
design.
But a few days ago, I received a confidential request from Seteth, asking us to protect the higher-ranking members of the Church, including Lady Rhea herself. Of course, we'd only meet this eventuality were Garrett Mach to fall. As it stands, we find ourselves quite literally stuck between the Empire and the Church. I'm not sure how much longer we can remain neutral.
If I might, Your Majesty,
don't
troubling
have
as it
any
may
thoughts
be,
out
I
there,
believe
but,
it prudent for us to reject this proposal from
leave
the
them out to
Church
dry?
outright. Offering them shelter will only serve to provoke an invasion from the Empire. This matter of the Southern Church concerns me as well, but I believe we have more important matters to be fussing over at the moment.
Your counsel is much appreciated, Viscount Elidor, but I assure you, things are not as cut and dry as you make them out to be. The mandate granted to the King of Fargus and all the lords who serve under him is given legitimacy only by the grace of the Church. Are we to renounce the very heart of this kingdom simply because we shudder at the thought of invasion?
Also, let's be real. She's gonna invade you anyways. It's very clear. She just wants to take
War
over.
will always come, at one point or another. And some degree of suffering is purely inevitable. You know this as well as I, Viscount.
You dare speak of suffering, do you? When the blaze of war will not scorch your lands in the north as it does ours?
I would normally agree
I
that
deal with
those of us from the
Sreng on
Northern
a weekly
Territory should hold
basis.
less sway in this
I
discussion.
get it.
But if Garrett Mach were to fall, the war fronts would not halt in the west. Your Majesty, what of House Rowe or Galatea, or the others in the south?
Not a word from Count Rowe as it stands, but I did receive a missive from Count Galatea. It read, "My people are not fools enough to rejoice in the surrender of their territories to invaders. There is no morality in turning our backs on the institution at the very foundation of our lives. We must support the Church as they have supported us."
Your Majesty, we owe a great debt to the Central Church for their role in quelling the uprising 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, the uprising from 5 minutes ago.
To not repay such generosity in kind would risk weakening the trust of your vassals.
And if that happens, we might find ourselves right back in the same mess as before. They lack the crest of Blaidd, but there's no small number of nobles who might crawl out of the woodwork claiming royal blood. The kingdom's already seen the turmoil and division such claimants can bring after the death of King Klaus.
But Duke Fraldarius, Surely we are better served attempting to head off the very real and imminent war at hand, instead of debating hypothetical unrest.
I don't want my people to suffer the pain of conflict. But does
Let's be
anyone
real here, man.
really think the Empire
She's
will
invading
simply stop
anyways.
if we appease their every demand?
She's already picking a
Suppose we
fight
do
with
let
Lester.
the Empire take the Archbishop.
Do you really
And
think
suppose
she's
we
going to stop
accept
there?
this new Southern Church? Then what?
I imagine the Empire plans to install the Bishop of the Southern Church, Count Varley, in Lady
Who is
Rhea's
a
place.
big scumbag.
I fear I've heard nothing good concerning either the man himself or his teachings. They purport to be an arm of the Church of Seros, but the Southern Church is nothing more than a mouthpiece for the Empire at large.
In other words, rejecting the Central Church in favor of this new Southern one would be no different from flat-out accepting Imperial rule. It's hard to say just how they would treat our kingdom were such events to unfold. Though I imagine it would involve heavy taxation for the express purpose of bleeding Fargus dry.
The
And
most
filling
sinister of
the
all
Imperial
acts.
coffers.
Taxes.
Do you have something to add, Duke Fraldarius?
Not really, no. I was
How
just
you doing,
wondering
Cap?
how long we were planning to continue this
Yes,
tedious
Cap, what do you want?
charade.
Why are you acting up so much?
The question's simple.
Football's not empty.
Do we
Why
hand
is it
over our
filled?
kingdom and subject ourselves to Imperial rule or not?
I believe the Margrave has been quite clear as to what will happen if we give in to the Empire's demands. We've all been informed of the rapid
What'd they do with that
reformation
beard?
their
Look at
region
him.
has undergone. Many aspects of which I admire, I'm not ashamed to say. But an old, stubborn land like ours isn't suited for such tempestuous change. Radical new freedoms are not what the people of Fargus need right now. They need stability, steady improvement in their daily lives, and real, lasting change can only come from a solid foundation.
Sounds like your Majesty has made up his mind then. Just say the word and we'll leap into action.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus will hereby offer asylum to the Church of Seros. Everyone, sharpen your blades and prepare for the battles ahead. Gustav, Dedu, make to ride at once. Our intentions must be made clear.
Come on.
Not only to the Church and the Empire, but to Count Rowe as well, and all the other lords who failed to answer
There you
my
go.
summons.
Understood,
Wanna go
Your
on the bed?
Majesty.
Is that it? Go lay up there then. Oh, hang on.
Hey, did you
Okay.
hear? Sounds like we're gonna be going to war with the Empire.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Thanks.
Ever since His
Whatever
Majesty
your name
ascended
was.
the throne, we've been fighting battle after battle through every corner of Fargus. But I never thought we'd be going toe-to-toe with the actual Empire. I'd be nervous if it even felt real.
Motivation.
Don't worry. It'll start feeling very real very quick once the swords start swinging.
You know, that might be the single worst attempt at motivational speaking I've ever heard. Not that I'm much surprised at this point.
But it was an attempt.
I can't help but wonder, though. What happens to Fargus now? I feel like things have been steadily improving lately, but not everyone favors His Majesty as I do.
Yeah, I hear the grumbles too. But there's not a ruler in the world who doesn't have their fair share of critics, right? All I know is we wouldn't be where we are now if not for him. I mean, look at me, saddled with some mysterious power we don't know anything about, and he still chose to put his faith in me. It's only right I return the favor in kind. Oh, and speak of the devil.
Am I interrupting something?
We didn't animate the door opening.
No,
Just
of
phases
course not.
through walls.
Please, allow me to take my leave. Your Majesty, Commander.
So, you heard all that, huh?
More or less. I apologize for the interruption, but there's an urgent matter at hand.
Anything I can do to help?
There is. As you know, We've offered asylum to the Central Church in their efforts to flee the Empire. As such, we are to escort the Archbishop herself to the royal capital at once. I expect heavy pursuit from the Imperial forces, so I am assembling a team of those I trust most to assist in the mission. Of course, I'll be leading my own regiment into battle, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to accompany me.
Would you like to come with me, main character?
Is that it?
Absolutely.
I'd be glad to. How are things looking at Garreg Mach while we're on the subject?
Grim. Neither the Knights of Seros nor the monastery ramparts are capable of holding off the Empire's massive military might. I dare say we have precious little time to waste. Prepare to deploy at once.
We now have Eredbar. We now have the Age of Shield. We now have Lewin. We just got 3 heroes relics. Your tent is rather nice, isn't it? Plus it pays to be a commander. You said it. This is totally different here compared to all the small time outfits I used to run with. Now I've got my own space where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. Probably means they expect a lot from you. More than your title implies, I would imagine. Your personal quarters.
That reminds me.
Yes. Yeesh, this camp is something else. See how many merchants we got?
How tiresome.
Are you finished sightseeing yet? I believe I heard your employer calling for you. This is going to be where we're spending the rest of the game. Rodrigue is now available, and Annette has come back. We also have new equipment, and the records hall has been... We now use the records hall, which is... basically just your way of replaying stages. Owl Perch, because we have the digital version. Essentially, after a couple stages, the owl will be here, and if you check the owl, you'll get owl feathers. Which, what they actually do, we'll get to that. We're such a human enterprise. In that sense, we're very much the same as those on the other side. We cannot coexist, so we're determined to kill each other. Because it's the nature of the beast. If you go over to the journal, you can spend renown to get items, which are your stat increasing. These permanently increase the stats of the character you use them on. These are very good. The other two we don't get until post-game. View documents, you can read all those letters we've been picking up, but I'm never going to. Change appearance is exactly what you think. So there's like a universal change you can make, or you can go into here. You can switch between War and Academy for their appearance in the base. And on the battlefield, you can switch between Standard Issue, Unique, Class-Based. I'm not sure what the difference between Standard Issue and Unique are. I usually just stick with Unique, because I like their unique costumes. It doesn't really show on Shez, because Fluigel is his regular outfit anyways. And the same thing's going to apply for Dimitri, because he actually has a new class. He has a unique class as well. So today will be a good one to show it. So we have Unique and then Class-Based. I think, okay, what I think Standard Issue is if I keep to do and what his preferred class route is, which is, in this case will lead up to Great Knight, he'll always wear this outfit, essentially. But if he were to switch to something like Mage, he'd wear the Mage outfit. If he switches to the War Master, he'd wear the War Master outfit. But if he wears Class-Based, he's always going to wear the Class-Based outfit no matter what. I'm sticking with Unique, also because I like to do his armor set. I am going to be switching to Unique on everybody. So we're just going to go to all units, Standard Issue, Unique. There we go. Let me just check to make sure. So everybody's going to be sticking with the Unique outfits. We got our new get-ups for everybody. It's been 2 years. We even got Felix's dad. An award is available. We'll get to that.
Seriously? Not good.
So we're meeting up with the Valiant Torment, huh? Must we? Come on, Sylvain. Complaining about it won't do us any good. I'm gonna guess you've never been to ALO. That's the only way I can say that with a straight face.
Let's see.
You know, I don't think I've ever been there either. What's it like?
So the story is...
For one thing, you can't take a step without running into lava or scorching hot steam vents. The whole valley is as hot as the sun. You'll probably faint from really standing around.
No.
There's nowhere else we can meet them. We'll just have to brace ourselves. Yeah, the conversations at the base mostly are just to increase
What
friendship.
is it?
They don't really do much else. But still good just to do it. Hey, Commander, we're really doing this? Taking the church, we'll have an honest-to-goodness war on our hands. You wanna leave? Now's your chance. Don't stop you, neither will Dimitri. Oh, come on, don't be like that. We've been together for 2 years now and never abandoned you or the kingdom.
How can I
The
serve?
cat's back. Searched the church for quite some time. It is unfathomable that anyone would think it is corrupt. With Lady Ray and Seth, we should severely punish any who take bribes or commit a crime. But I suppose that someone has already declared their judgment corrupt, and there is nothing I can say to change that. I suppose the same thing applies in the Empire, think about it.
Hello there.
I never imagined we'd all meet again under these circumstances. When I heard that we were aiding the church and there was going to be a war, I could stand idly by. Annie and I rushed to the castle and met up with Ash, and audience with Dimitri and begged him to let us fight as well. I stayed hard over these past 2 years, you know. I'm certain I'll be able to help. Not reading all that. That's 10 pages. Oh man,
Hey!
I used to do business at Garrick Mach until I suddenly heard that a war was starting. So I fled here to the kingdom along with others from the town and monastery. As I understand it, Lathid, Baldarius, and Charon territories are all taking in refugees. I'm traveling around to earn a living. My wife and kid are staying at a port town of Baldarius. Oh, the merchant's not here yet. Okay.
You should hear this.
It's the town beneath Garrick Mach that's home to some outcasts called Abyss. All of our friends lived down there until recently. They sent me some very eye-opening letters from that place. That's a bit from Dusker. That's right, I've seen you in the King's conference room before. Usher's leaders of Dusker. I've been sent to aid your expedition.
counting on you.
Many of my subordinates don't speak Folden's language. There may be some issues, but I hope we can all work together. It's new stuff.
May I speak with you?
I'll return to the capital after seeing you all off. Most ensure Ferdiad is well defended in His Majesty's
I have
absence.
a request.
Please, I ask that you keep His Majesty safe. My daughter and Ned as well.
May I have a word?
Everyone thinks my marriage is purely political. They say His Majesty arranges to weaken the influence of the Western territories. I can see that His Majesty has taken a harsh stance towards the Western lords, including my father, Viscount Mateus. So I can't deny there were political implications when I married into House Gautier. My wife and I married because we wanted to. I want to make sure everyone knows that. Stop making fun of my wife! Keep my wife's name out of your mouth, slaps him. Gets banned from Ferdiad. Since the Empire declared war, Fraldarius has been taking in refugees from Garrigmog as well. Though as you know, the kingdom barely has enough resources to support its own citizens. What's up with you, cat? It's no simple matter to secure goods and land for extra people. It's some civil unrest, which has led to a rise in bandit attacks. Let's
see.
In the long run, we can't just focus on subduing the bandits. Maybe we find a way to give work to the refugees? The fastest solution would be to take back Garrigmog so they can all go home. That'd be the best option if we could pull it off. I doubt the Empire will just give in.
Heya!
Hey, it's been a while. Maybe it hasn't. We did bump into each other in Ferdiad on occasion. So we're going to be at war soon, huh? It honestly hasn't quite hit me yet. It'll happen fast. Oh yeah, I told my troops they'll feel it soon enough once they start swinging the weapons around. Maybe I should go do some training then. I think I made it worse.
By the by.
Looks like the Emperor Edelgard has spent these past 2 years steadily preparing for war. She removed the regent, Lord Arundel, then she dismissed Prime Minister Iger, established the Southern Church. She might even be plotting this while she was at the Officers Academy. Maybe if you played the Black Eagle storyline, you can understand this.
Yes? Why, hello.
Can't believe it's been 2 years, Chaz. I've heard a lot about what you've been doing. Sounds like you've presided over a great number of battles. I'll be counting on you for this next one, too. Sure, responsible humbleness. I'm gonna be humble. Oh, that wasn't the correct choice. I don't think I've done anything all that impressive. Hope you're not expecting too much from me. Not like you to be so humble. In any case, we're supposed to do our best. Can't afford to lose. I missed out on my chance for free friendship.
How can I serve?
Ferdiad is without a doubt the largest city in Blythe territory. However, Camelus in the west is also a town of fair size, and boasts a historic cathedral at its center to boot. Heard that most of the clergy who made it to the kingdom are planning to settle there. Where's my boy? There he is!
Well?
Fargus has changed over these 2 years, both in the army structure and in the hierarchy of lords. And with the ruler of the Dusker Peninsula, Viscount Clement, dealt with. people have begun moving back to their homes.
What do you think?
That's because you're home too, right? You're gonna go back? No. That place is with His Majesty. From now until the end of time. Bro. The power of bromance.
Indeed, at your service.
I will accompany you in the coming battle. I have far more freedom now that I've stepped out from my post as Duke Fraldarius. I plan to leave our territory entirely to my son, but I hear he's commanding a unit in this war as well. So my wife and younger brother are temporarily in charge of Fraldarius. And of course, I told Felix he'll have to return from time to time and check on things. Oh, missed one. The Kingdom Army has taken on members of the Knights of Saros, refugee volunteers. Glad to have them, of course, but there's no way to vet all their backgrounds.
Don't screw it up, okay?
Keep a sharp eye out. If you notice anyone suspicious, make sure you take action. Yeah, for the most part, the like yellow dots from the nobody characters are not all that interesting. They're mostly for like plot stuff. So this is what the achievements are for.
Well, how'd it go?
You get an achievement and you can get rewards. So we got 2 free intermediate seals and a fruit of life. And you can actually check all the achievements, which is nice. You can also see all the classes, all the levels, warrior specials, all that. I believe payback is... it requires the battalions, we can't do that yet. But I know there's some where it's like beating enemies with stuff that you're actually vulnerable to. So it's like beating swords with axes. I think it was this one. You defeat 100 enemy in generals without a disadvantage.
Any result's a good result.
Over here. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, I was waiting for you, Shaz. Allow me to explain our plan of action.
How about this?
Let's first look at the map. This is stage select. I'm just gonna cut to the chase here. Oh, I can't skip this.
There you have it.
Yeah, it's like build up the map and work your way towards the big gold one, which is the actual story mission.
I implore
Training ground, browse the marketplace, facilities where you can improve your weapons and prepare for battle. Make sure you've used them. Yeah, who cares? So here we have the armory.
Welcome.
We're never gonna use this.
Come
You buy
back
weapons,
soon.
but the weapons you can buy are terrible. So we're just never gonna do it. The item shop keep, which is nice. The stuff you get isn't too crazy, but you can buy seals, which is nice. I'm gonna actually stock up on some of these.
Hope to see you again soon.
Training instructor. This is one we're gonna be using a lot. Train my body, yada yada yada. You can train to gain experience on your classes, level up or reset your characters using gold. But you can only level up to whatever the max level is. I can buff up everybody to level 6 if I wanted to, but I can't go past that. Or if you've maxed out a class and you have the seal required, you can move up to the next class. So Dimitri can go to Cavalier, but he already has High Lord, which is an intermediate spear class, so he doesn't really need it. Dedu can go to his next one, Armored Knight. And this is under his preferred tree, which is good.
My duty.
Yeah, someone change his class. So Felix, if he masters Myrmidon, he can go to Mercenary and eventually go to Mortal Savant. But if you notice, the Advanced and Master ranks are locked. You can't get those right now. For Ash, we're gonna make him an archer because he wants to be an archer. I think that's it for everybody right now. We can go to training. This also increases friendship, which is very good. What, did I not switch him to Archer? I thought I did. So I'm gonna put Mercedes and Dimitri together so they can get some friendship. Throw in Annette, and let's see. We'll throw in Dedu. Then we're gonna throw in Felix, Rodrigue. I'm gonna replace Dedu actually. We're gonna throw in Ingrid. Instead of Dimitri, we're gonna throw in Sylvain. Because all of these guys, save for Rodrigue, none of these guys have a intermediate class yet, so I want to get them up. Hang on, I'm actually doing this. Switch these two. There's a reason I want to get theirs up.
Fine enough.
So you can get either nice, great, or perfect. Obviously, like, the perfect gives you the most experience, nice gives you the least.
Hey, how can
I could use...
I do want to get everybody at least to mastered of their lowest rank classes. I forgot to switch Dimitri's training class. I just realized that.
So much fun.
It's good. I meant switch Dimitri's class from High Lord to Fighter. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to the Fire class. We're gonna give everybody intermediate classes now.
I'll reach for new heights.
Nice, let's skip that. Okay, he's good. We're gonna make you Cavalier. Because eventually you're gonna want to be a Holy Knight. Mercedes can be a priest. And Ingrid gets to be a Falcon Knight. Ingrid's actually the only character in the game whose preferred class is a Falcon Knight leading up to Pegasus Knight.
I believe in my own...
Or whatever, or Pegasus Knight into Falcon Knight, or whatever it is. Yeah, Falcon Knight's the match one. Which is weird, right? This is only the one? Let's see. So I want to get you still up there. Yeah, I think we're good. Should do one more training session for everybody. There's a reason I want to get Fighter specifically on Dimitri. Is there's one more thing about this, and that's innate abilities, which are complicated. So every character in the game gets an innate ability from mastering one specific master rank class that is usually restricted to either them or about 2 or 3 other characters who will get that skill only. And the game doesn't tell you where they come from. Like this, it doesn't actually tell me that Dimitri will get a innate ability from Great Knight, but that's where he'll get his from. And that's kind of true for everybody, is they'll all get some kind of innate ability from a secondary class. Like Annette gets one from being a Wyvern Lord.
Training can be the difference.
I highly doubt on our first playthrough that we're gonna get any of the innate abilities. Because just mastering a master rank class takes a while. But I'm gonna at least start building them towards it. Oh, whoops. I actually press B. Oh, where's the do? I'm gonna make the do a brawler right now for 2 reasons. 1, we're not gonna get a dedicated brawler for a while. And 2, Dedu's innate ability comes from mastering War Master. So by having him kind of sub into Brawler, it's going to kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone for now. It gives me a brawler to fall back on, and it gives me experience towards his innate ability.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
This is at least gonna get to work. Strategist. Strategist takes you to the war map, which is your stage selection. I'm just gonna go and tell you that now. Yeah, who cares?
Which battlefield are you headed to?
I'm returning to camp.
Make sure you're ready.
Alright, it is midnight where I am. We've been doing this for 3 hours. I'm gonna call it for tonight. God, all we did is get through the prologue. We're just now hitting the main game. And we're still not done with all the tutorials. I am sorry about this, so hopefully in the next stream we'll definitely be getting more into just playing the game. Which will be more enjoyable. But the story's still fun, it's just that, man, I do just want to get to playing the main game, because this is still a Dynasty Warriors game at the end of the day. So next time around, we're going to hopefully get to that. So we'll see you all there.